It's time for UW Stevens Point Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network. Follow the Pointers all season long as they battle in the Wisconsin Intercollegiate Athletic Conference. Pointers Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network is brought to you by Marshfield Clinic Health System, Skyward, U.S. Bank, Century Insurance, Century World, PJ's Restaurant, Team Sherrill Companies, Subway, Stevens Point Brewery, General Beer, Papa John's, the National Guard, TDS Fiber, Buffalo Wild Wings, Len Dudas Motors, Dunkin' Donuts and Baskin Robbins at Stevens Point, Sport Clips, Hilltop Pub and Grill, Auto Select, Pizza Ranch, Coca-Cola, and BSN Sports and Under Armour.
And good evening from KB Willett Arena in Stevens Point. Welcome to Pointers Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network. I'm Tom Weaver, along with me, Sean McMahon. It is the WIAC Commissioner's Cup Championship presented by Culver's. Sean, 9th year in a row we've been here, but this one feels different.
It feels a lot different, doesn't it? With the automatic bid in place. I think it's safe to say we've been through it in the last 16 years.
Absolutely.
This is about as nervous as I've been for a hockey game in some time. And what a matchup between two conference rivals in the Blue Golds and the Pointers. Both teams playing very, very good hockey when it matters the most, quite frankly. And we got quite a matchup in front of us tonight.
Yep. Changes in NCAA legislation a year ago means the winner tonight knows that they are in the NCAA tournament when the bids come out at 9 a.m. Central Time on Monday morning. Something's got to give here. Stevens Point has won 5 straight. The Blue Golds have won 4 straight. Stevens Point playing very good hockey down the stretch here.
Oh, absolutely. They are rolling. You could go all the way back to that final regular season home weekend after they dropped a heartbreaker in a shootout to Northland the next night. They really kind of turned it around, and then they anteed in the last couple weeks through the playoff, through the Superior final weekend up there in Superior to clinch the number 1 seed. And I thought they played awfully well last weekend. After a bye week, you never know what you're going to get. Knocked the rust off on Friday night, and man, Saturday night they played lights out and shutting out the Blue Devils.
Kind of for the Blue Golds, it's kind of been a couple steps forward, couple steps back. Seemed like they had figured things out toward the end of the year. Then they went to River Falls and got swept, able to pull it back around. They sweep Superior last weekend to get back here, knowing what they have at stake. It'll be interesting to see how first 5 to 10 minutes of this game go with both these teams.
Absolutely.
Given what's at stake.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think the Pointers really need to come out and make the hit, take the first punch. Playing with the lead is going to be huge tonight. We've seen Eau Claire in this particular game get the lead and just take the life out of the Pointers. And what Blue Gold team are we going to see? We're going to see the 6-5 affair that we saw last Friday night against UW Superior, or are we going to see that well-maintained, even-keel 3-0 game that they played against Superior on Saturday night? I don't know.
We'll see.
I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how the Blue Golds come out.
Last thing to keep in mind, the Blue Golds rolling with a freshman goaltender here who has not been in this pressure cooker. This place is jam-packed. They put a message out late this afternoon saying about only 100 standing room only tickets were left, so we're expecting 1872 loud, and this is going to be a fun atmosphere here for championship hockey.
Oh, absolutely. Would you expect nothing less here at this time of the year at this rink? It's going to be a barn burner.
That it will. We'll keep an eye on all the scores going on here. Pairwise things are razor wire for a lot of teams. I think Eau Claire's got to win to get in.
Yes.
That is a big thing. Stevens Point is in a good position, but you don't want to take any chances. That's the bottom line.
Absolutely.
All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll hear from Pointers head coach Tyler Krieger. Stevens Point and Eau Claire, WIAC Championship, presented by Culver's. More coming up. Len Dudas Motors is your trusted Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealership in Stevens Point. Check out their large selection of new and used vehicles, or come in for a test drive. Ask questions about your financing, browse their inventory, or schedule the service you need to keep your vehicle running for years to come. From the time you enter the showroom, you can expect to be treated like family each and every visit. Len Dudas Motors, 3305 Main Street, Stevens Point.
In guys' hair, game day is every day. That's why the expert stylist at Sport Clips Haircuts study their playbooks with a fine-toothed comb.
Taylor, square-faced wavy hair. What's the play?
1/8 inch mid-fade to 1 inch texture top with finishing details with a hard part and a tapered neckline, coach.
Nice.
The Sport Clips stylist, they know no two guys are ever alike, unless they're twins. Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Continue with our Pointer pregame show on the Pointer Sports Network. Tonight it is the WIAC Commissioner's Cup Championship Game at Willett Arena. Pointers taking on UW-Eau Claire, an automatic bid to the NCAA tournament on the line. We talk now with Pointers head coach Tyler Krieger. And Coach, a road we've been down before here, but feels a little different, doesn't it, now that, it is as simple as, if you win, you're in the tournament, which you can't have said that in the past here.
Yeah, it's different. It's amazingly different. It's hard to understand it, but 12 months ago, going into this game, we had to have 5 other games that Chalk had to hold, and we had to win. So we go into the third period, we're down by 3 goals, you look at the box scores, and we see that 2 of the games aren't going our way, so it's a weird scenario to be in there. Okay, we go out for the third, we put an effort together, we win, but we don't get in. It's just we don't have that anymore. We finally win and we're in. That's been our mindset for the last 12 months, knowing that we have this, AQ coming. No one's going to come down to one game. So we've talked about this for a long time. It's one game, you got to be prepared to win in a lot of ways. And I think we've been through the ringer this year. We know how to handle kind of any scenario. So this is what we've been preparing for, is this test here.
I think the other thing, too, is down the stretch here, you closed out the regular season, maneuvered through a bye week and then a semifinal win with 4 pretty good efforts to keep the train going. You're playing some good hockey right now.
Yeah, we're peaking at the right time, got healthy. It's been up and down all year, but in this scenario, we knew that we just needed to get hot at the right time and at the last thing to do with playoffs and play the right way. Our D are rolling right now, and that's, I think, a big reason why we're playing the way we're playing.
As you go here, you'll get Noah Finstrom back in the lineup here tonight. Obviously the NHL trading deadline here, you feel like he just made a deal here, and he's a great guy to get back healthy and get plugged into your lineup.
He is. He's obviously not going to be at 100%. He's coming back from it. It's a hard position to be in. You haven't played a game in a month to step in and play, but he just adds a different element to us. He can play, on the power play, and that second unit be there. He can, be another face-off man to help us on face-offs and just play a simple game. Play an honest game and let it come up to you. Just start simple and let it come from there for him.
I would have to think the road you've been through with Eau Claire here in the past, dictating the tempo and the pace on them is the key to the road to victory here, because they can strangle the life out of you, can't they?
Yeah, it's. We know that it's a different team than we've seen in the regular season. Typically, when they come into this game, we're going to be ready for their forecheck. It's a battle of who can sustain forechecks whenever we play them. And for us, it's about taking away their rush, eliminating their rush, taking care of the special teams battle, and then taking away their top line and trying to make them beat us in a possession type of game, with some secondary players.
Multi-talented defensive core here, and I would think that really can be an advantage for you when trying to get things going.
Yeah, with those 7 guys back there, we don't feel comfortable any 7 playing against anybody. They feed off each other. They all bring something different. They play fast. They play tight. They're playing together. I think that's going to be a big difference tonight. It's just, they control the pace of the game. Our D control the pace of the game, knowing when we need to slow it down a little bit, when we can push the pace. They're kind of the key to everything, as we've talked about.
As we've gone through the week here, I'm sure that your phone traffic from alums and others have picked up here with folks checking in. Is that how it's gone?
A little bit, yeah. I think this is our standard. This is our 9th year in a row, so it's not like it's nothing new. We haven't had a great success in this game, so it's about, we know that. Trust me, we know that they beat us 6-2 on our ice last year and celebrated. We know that, and we're going to play with that vengeance a little bit tonight. It's actually funny. I was talking to the guys. We've been in this conference championship game the last 9 years. Do you guys know what happened 10 years ago?
What's that?
I graduated. There you go. So I got on the right side of the bench. Things have been good since then.
There you go.
But yeah.
So atmosphere should be off the hook. So getting that rolling in your favor early on will go a long way.
Yeah, 100%. The first 20 minutes, the first 2 shifts for everybody, we got to come out and start throwing punches and put them on their heels and set the tone.
Yeah, it should be fun. Good luck here tonight.
Thank you.
Pointers head coach Tyler Krieger. Stay tuned. More coming up on the Pointers Sports Network.
Show off your Pointer pride with the Affinity Debit Card exclusively from U.S. Bank. The Affinity Debit Card isn't just for students. Parents, alumni, faculty, and other fans can show their spirit too. Visit usbank.com/UWSP to get your Pointer Affinity Debit Card today. Or visit the campus branch location in the Dreyfus University Center Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. U.S. Bank, the official banking partner of UW-Stevens Point.
WIAC Ice Hockey Championships are brought to you by Culver's. Welcome to Delicious. Culver's congratulates the WIAC on its long history of athletic success and
outstanding academic accomplishments. Over 5,000 student-athletes compete in WIAC sports, and Culver's recognizes the student-athletes of the WIAC for their hard work, dedication, and commitment to excellence on and off the field. Culver's is proud to be a sponsor of the WIAC, the Conference of Champions. All right, back here at Willett Arena. Sean, this place is jumping.
I love it. It's great.
Yeah, going to be a good one.
Full house.
Yep.
To be expected, filing in. The student section ready to roll. It's game on here at Willett Arena.
That it is. All right, 9 auto bids at stake here today. One has already been punched. Endicott in the Commonwealth Coast Conference absolutely dismantled Curry 6-0. It's the third NCAA bid for the Gulls. Curry very likely to get in. They're still in the top 5 in the pairwise.
They should be in.
That was domination there. In the MIAC, the number 2 seed Augsburg at the number 1 seed St. Scholastica. As St. Scholastica joining the MIAC a couple of years ago, second year here, replacing St. Thomas, win the regular season crowd. As the Pointers' Ryan Wagner leads them out here to the ice. NCHA, it is Aurora and Adrian. They've had an eventful weekend over in Adrian. They're hosting the Women's Championship in the NCHA as well, and that's a Final Four format. Yesterday, Adrian beat Lake Forest in the first semifinal, but then in the power outage. And they had to come back today. St. Norbert beat Aurora, so they moved the Women's Championship game to tomorrow. So it is Aurora and Adrian in the NCHA. In the New England Hockey Conference, Babson at Hobart. That's one of the games, Sean, that really could upset the apple cart as far as automatic bids and pairwise goes there, as Babson, 13th in the pairwise. Hobart came into the night number 1 in the pairwise. Massachusetts Small College Athletic Conference, the number 1 seed Plymouth State hosting Worcester State. That's another advantage there. It's 1-1. 1-1 in that game. Yep. So there you go. Absolute and utter chaos in the NESCAC. New England. It will be the 7 and 8 seeds playing for an automatic bid tomorrow. Earlier today, the 7 seed Bowdoin beat the 5 seed Colby 3-1, and the 8 seed Williams beat Amherst 1-0. Lowest seed that's ever won that tournament is a 6 seed.
Yes.
So that will be interesting to see how that goes. SUNYAC number 2 Plattsburgh at number 1 Oswego, and the United Collegiate Hockey Conference. Number 2 Nazareth is at number 1 Utica. So we'll keep an eye on all those at large for those Blue Gold fans that are maybe tuning in here tonight. Right now, as of today, the Blue Golds by pairwise would be the second team out of things. So we'll see how it goes. So and as they always customarily do here at the WIAC, Matt Stanek, one of the assistant commissioners here for the WIAC, they always present the Max Sparger Scholar Athlete Award. And I got a pretty good inkling as to where we're at here. And having some microphone issues here as, hey, we'll see. So we'll see. We'll see as they'll try here, I think, just with a corded microphone.
Yeah.
All right, so some microphone issues here, we think. There we go. All right, so again, it's Matt Stanek able to do that and present, and I believe it's one of those character / grade point average mixed things that is nominated.
Got a good idea which 2 or 3 may be in the mix here?
9 times out of 10, it's a performer in the championship game that gets it, but we will see. So 4 nominees that they come to get a finalize here. And they'll do it. So Jordan Fader, the Pointer captain here. Of course, came back for his COVID year, Sean, as a captain. Has a grade point average far higher than mine ever was.
Yes, probably ours combined.
Exactly. Maybe add them both together. We'll see. So I know a finance major. He obviously graduated last year, came back, and is finishing up the MBA program. Has been a great leader for the Pointers, and in addition to, tonight here, 108 games played. I know all kinds of accolades for the senior captain, or the super senior captain, I guess you could say, out of Rice Lake with a Chancellor's Leadership Award and things like that. So congratulations there. Of course, a long line of academic winners. You think back to the Final 4 days of Brandon Jager and Evan Dixon winning the Elite 90 Award in a couple of years. So congratulations there, but we'll get it set here, and I believe earlier this afternoon, we can also mention River Falls on the women's side, Sean, beating Eau Claire 5-1. And I believe it's Sammy Miller, the River Falls goaltender, was named the Judy Kruckman Scholar athlete in that game there. So on the women's side, River Falls, a 5-1 win. They win their 8th O'Brien Cup in their 4th straight, and they will have to wait till tomorrow night when they do the seeds there, but all things pointing to the 14th NCAA appearance. Eau Claire very much on the bubble, as right now by the pairwise number going into results, they're the first team out. So we'll have to see with a couple of dead teams in front of them too, in Middlebury and Colby, who have both lost. But earlier today, Suffolk, as they are the number one pair, or Amherst, the number one pairwise team, is in action against Hamilton. But other games, Suffolk clinches a bid. Norwich is in with an upset over Elmira. Elmira went unbeaten through their conference and loses the tournament game and probably out of the tournament. And Nazareth beat Utica in overtime on the women's side 3-2. All right, here's our starting lineups tonight. First of all, for the Blue Golds of UW-Eau Claire, the goaltender is Max Guchar, 6'1", 170, and a freshman out of Appleton. He comes in with the numbers of let's see here, 17-7-1, goals against average of 2.37, and a save percentage of .913. On defense, Colin Stein, 5'11", 195, and a sophomore out of Pewaukee. And the right defenseman is Willie Stauber, 6'2", 210, and a junior out of Duluth, Minnesota. Up front, Nick Teckel, 5'10", 175, and a senior out of Wausau West. The left wing is Cade Lemmer, 5'7", 190, and a freshman also out of Wausau West. And the right wing is Leo Bacala. He is 5'8", 170, and a freshman out of Madison. The Blue Golds coached by Matt Lone in his 16th season, 252 wins, 143 losses, 32 ties. Sean, right after we saw him in January, he's moved up now, 5th all-time in WIAC wins. He is 6th behind former Superior head coach Dan Stauber. For the Pointers, UW Stevens Point, Ryan Wagner gets the start, 5'11", 175, and a senior out of Indianapolis. Game number 15 for him on the year, 9-3-1. Goals against average down now, Sean, to 1.73 for Ryan Wagner. On defense, Mick Hennigan, 5'11", 175, and a junior out of Niles, Illinois. Sam Ide, 6'5", 220, and a junior out of Grant, Minnesota. Up front, Connor Witherspoon, 5'11", 175, and a junior out of Metamora, Michigan. The right wing, Jake Tice, 6 feet, 215, and a senior out of Chanhassen, Minnesota. And Jordan Fader, the left wing, 6'1", 200, and a senior out of Rice Lake, Wisconsin. Pointers coached by Tyler Krieger in his 6th season, 114 wins, 28 losses, and 14 ties. He's assisted by Brian Crom and Chris Nelson. We'll take a break. We'll come back. The opening face-off, Pointers and Blue Golds. NCAA tournament bid on the line. Face-off coming up next here on the Pointers Sports Network.
TDS Fiber, the future of internet, TV, and phone service, is expanding to more communities. Register now at tdsfiber.com/radio. Enjoy internet speeds up to 1 gig at your home or business. That's 10 times faster than 100 meg from cable. Plus, change the way you watch TV with our whole home DVR. Can't get that with cable. Powerful internet, premium services. Go to tdsfiber.com/radio to register, learn about bonus offers, and more. TDS Fiber available in certain areas. See website for details.
At Papa John's Pizza, the secret to success is much like the secret to making a great pizza. The more you put into it, the more you get out of it. Whether it's signature sauce, toppings, original fresh dough, or even the box itself, Papa John's invests in ingredients to ensure the finest quality pizza. Call Papa John's at 715-972-1414 for delivery, or stop by Division Street for carryout to order your favorite pizza, breadsticks, or wings today. Papa John's, a proud sponsor of Pointer Athletics.
Sure Tire and Service, get your car done right. Big town savings with a small town smile. State of the art Goodyear service keeps you going mile after mile. We're working to earn your trust. fire and service. Get your car done right.
WIAC Ice Hockey Championships are brought to you by Quick Trip, a proud sponsor of the WIAC Athlete of the Week program. Stop by Quick Trip for healthy snacks from the fresh case, fully stocked with fruits, yogurt, salads, and sandwiches. Quickery Bake Shop breads, bagels, donuts, muffins, and cookies are made fresh from scratch every day in their own bakery in La Crosse. And Quick Rewards is Quick Trip's loyalty program. Check out QuickRewards.com for more information. Quick Trip, big on fresh, low on price, a proud sponsor of the WIAC. All right, back here at Willett Arena. Sean, I'm told we are officially a sellout. 1872 strong here tonight as Stevens Point and Eau Claire get set to meet. Pointers lead the all-time series 91-39-9, 12-4-1 in the last 16 games for the Pointers. Of course, Eau Claire winning that mid-January game 2-1. Pointers swept the Blue Golds right before Christmas. But in the WIAC tournament, Sean, Pointers against Eau Claire 5-4-1. They did win the last one, if you remember. The COVID year, Carter Rue in overtime, as we called from the monitor in the hack, where we couldn't see anything, but it was Carter Rue that got the win there. WIAC Championship Game 3-5. Eau Claire is 1-2 straight. All right, we are set to go. It is Adam Knutson, Mark Germain, the referees, Jason Peters, Jordan Watson. We'll work the lines. We are underway from a jam-packed Willett Arena. Hennigan for Stevens Point will lift it high into the netting, up and out of play. Sean, we haven't talked much about the lineups here tonight because Stevens Point pretty much rolling with one noticeable change. Noah Finstrom back in the lineup. He was knocked out in the opening shift of that Wednesday game at Hobbs Ice Arena. A welcome addition at center back to the Pointers. All right, they will reset at center ice. Chip to Fader on the near side. Hennigan pulls it back, swings it far side to Sam Ide. Mick Hennigan, Sam Ide, Brett Humberstone, Harrison Stewart, Nicholas Romatario, Evan Junker, Nick Gonrowski, the 7D out here tonight as the Pointers misplay the puck. Comes all the way back down. Connor Witherspoon with Jake Tyson, Jordan Fader, Andrew Poulias with Fletcher Anderson and Dawson Chirino. They are on a ripper. And a big hit on the far side. Isaac Moberg with Cody Moline and David Hill. Noah Finstrom with Wilson Northey and Sean Bunting. Pointers on the near side. Now sent back in deep by Eau Claire to the far corner. Giving Chase Witherspoon a shot shoveled up high. Ryan Wagner gets the start here in net. He will smother it and control and get a face-off here in the opening minute.
Face-off will stay deep in the Pointer end defensively, and really Eau Claire, bread and butter, Tom, just like the Pointers, that puck possession game. This first shift, they sent two guys hard to the puck below the goal line to try to win that puck and take away the Pointers' defense. They're going to try to put a lot of pressure on the Pointer defensive core tonight. It's going to be a huge key getting out of the zones cleanly.
All right, Dawson Chirino near side shoves it up, held in by the Blue Golds. They'll send it wide. Tyler Love around to the far side. Back to the middle. Here comes Chirino back the other way with Andrew Poulias. Poulias back to Chirino. He walks, rips a shot stuck aside by Guchar. He'll get enough of it to get it up into the netting and out of play.
A little sneaky shot by Chirino as he got to the far face-off dot and just ripped a little wrister up on Guchar. Good save. Get him into the game. Offensive zone face-off coming up here for the Pointers.
Interesting. We'll have to keep an eye on the Blue Golds line chart here, Sean, because most of the season, Coach Matt Lone have been playing Quinn Green with Ryan Green and Connor Schmuel. He split off Ryan Green, and he's out there with Ty Riedman and Sam Martel. So we'll keep an eye on that to see if the blender is in or not.
Well, that's their bread and butter, right?
Yep. Long range clear here. We'll get a whistle and an icing call. So Quinn Green with Jack Johnson and Connor Schmuel. Ty Riedman with Ryan Green and Sam Martel. Nick Teckel with Cade Lemmer and Leo Bacala. It is Kyle Alexiak with Jordan Randall and Aaron Swanson. Peter Jacobs dresses as the 13th forward. Colin Stein paired with Willie Stauber. Blake Crisco with Tyler Love. Carter Green with Dawson Klein. Max Guchar backed up by Colin Ahern. And Guchar has carried the mail for the Blue Golds here this year. Out high, Harrison Stewart. He'll rip a shot to goal! Harrison Stewart from the point on the far side somehow found it through into the upper right corner in minute 15. Stevens Point up 1-0.
Well, I mean, that's how you draw it up. A good start by the Pointers. You could draw a couple icing calls on the Blue Golds. Tired line out. Harrison Stewart with a seeing eye shot. If he gets it, it'll be his second of the year. We'll see if there was a deflection in front, but the Pointers did a great job of screening Guchar, who didn't see it at all, and the Pointers are up 1-0.
And get this big crown rolling behind you. Off the draw, Jordan Randall pulls it back up ahead. Long range pass here, tipped in by the Blue Golds. Near side will go. Yeah, Stewart is going to get it. Near side, Poulias will get the assist. Far side, here they come back the other way. Cody Moline. He's knocked off the play on the far side. Isaac Moberg picks it up and forces it deep. Moberg, Moline out there with David Hill. Stevens Point is struck in the opening minute 15 here, near side. Hill now to Moberg. He'll look to send it deep. Behind the net, it is Willie Stauber. Carves it around up the far side. Junker pokes to keep it alive. Blue Golds wheel it off the near side. Aromatario got a piece of it. Bunting will get it. He'll hammer it deep in. Guchar will slow it down. Wilson Northey after it on the far side. Hip check to separate. Can't come away with the puck. Bunting after it hard. Long range pass here, and it hits off of Jason Peters, the linesman, and that helps the Pointers clear the zone. Noah Finstrom out there, his first shift here since late January. Far side deflected up and out of play. Cade Lemmer got a piece of that, I believe. Everybody all right on the far side, I hope.
A little deflection.
I think everybody just fighting over the souvenir here.
I
so it
think
looks
so.
like it's good.
Yeah. Deflection.
Yep.
And we'll get a neutral zone face-off here quickly, Tom, as Coach Krieger wants this game to up the ante here with an early goal here in the first period.
Pace is what you want to push. Hennigan, long-range pass ahead, just got through Witherspoon. Oh, man, that's a tough call there. How did it change direction if it didn't hit him?
Right. Jason Peters saying it did not hit Witherspoon coming through the neutral zone. So icing call, Pointers back down to the defensive end, and we'll get going from here. So officially it'll be Harrison Stewart, his second of the year, from Andrew Poulias at 1:15 of the first to give the Pointers an early 1-0 lead.
Sam Ide now up to it, far side, Jake Tice. Jordan Fader with some space. He'll hammer it deep in. Guchar a glove save, and he'll hang on. 17:33 to go here in the first. And Stevens Point trying to really take advantage of home ice advantage here. Get an early one here, and got to keep your foot on the gas pedal. Witherspoon will take the draw. Witherspoon out there with Fader and Jake Tice. Far corner it goes. Blue Gold's nice job to clear it up the far side, but then Fader with a hip check to separate. Humberstone with it ahead. Tice on the near side. He'll muscle it through into the near corner. Blake Kriska there for the Blue Golds. Squirting free. Humberstone will get it at center ice. Pokes it to the near side. Tice a collision here with Jack Johnson. Back the other way. Humberstone. Bad turnover here, and long range shot. That whistled just wide. Jack Johnston, that's one thing, Sean. The Blue Golds make you pay with turnovers. Here comes Poulias up. Poulias feeds it far side. Chirino back to Fader. Fires a shot. Stick save made by Guchar. Near corner it goes. Gonrowski gets to it here on the near side, and sent back in deep. Guchar slows it down, goes around to the far corner, around through to the near corner now by the Blue Golds. They'll set up the breakout, but it goes too far. This should be an icing call, and it is. 16:43 to go in the first. A 1-0 lead for the Pointers.
Yeah, the Pointers got to watch out at that defensive blue line, Tom. Coming back. Poor pass by Brett Humberstone, and gave the Blue Golds a golden opportunity. Luckily shot it wide, and the Pointers were able to get back to offense rather quickly. But getting through that neutral zone clean, keeping the pace up, and not allowing Eau Claire to get back in on the defense is going to be a huge key tonight.
Right off the face-off to the far corner, Anderson, an active stick, almost poked it free. Dawson Klein around with it. He'll rim it around the boards hard, but the Pointers run some traffic there. Now squirts back out high, but it is Carter Green that gets it back ahead. Goes through Evan Junker. Junker out there with Gonrowski here at the moment, around to the near side. Ty Reedman chases after it. Behind the net they go. Sammy Martell pasted in front of the students. They get a rise there. Ryan Green coming. Out high near side. Willie Stauber with a shot got through. Chirino to the far side. Big hit there, and the Pointers try to poke it out. Now they get it. Here comes Gonrowski. He'll zip it ahead for Chirino. Chirino, a defender all over him, looks to center, and it ricochets off his skate, comes into the near corner. Good physical play there, and then off a stick, and it goes up into the rafters, and we'll get a whistle. We'll stop and start again here. 15:59 to go in the first.
Yeah, Isaac Mogberg trying to collect a turnover at his offensive blue line, just deflects it up into the rafters here. So many good games, Tom, going on in the country, and the NESCAC just absolutely bananas. We were texting earlier this afternoon, just shaking our heads that a 7 and 8 seed make it to the championship game, and they'll play for an automatic.
I'm trying
bid.
to think, was it Colby the one year the Pointers went to Lake Placid?
Correct.
that they were there, and they were a long upside. Now, odd man rush coming. Here's Cody Moline, and Moline back through to the middle. Waits, firing a shot in the goal. Isaac Moberg on a beautiful setup from Cody Moline. The Pointers strike again. 15:41 to go in the first.
And what a great job of the Pointers to get right through the neutral zone. 3-on-1 coming back. Played it to perfection. Isaac Moberg able to deliver his second of the year. And the Pointers up 2-0 here in the first 5 minutes of this hockey game. All Stevens Point.
I tell you what, Sean, last weekend we were talking about Cody Moline and Isaac Moberg kind of snake bitten a little bit and not high skill, but they executed that to perfection.
Oh, that was a great 3-on-1.
Yep. All right, Blue Gold's chipping in. Next goal's a giant one. Here's Sam Ide back to it. A big hit up here. Hennigan around into the midsection of one of the Blue Golds. They look to throw it out in front of the net. Now off to the side of the net, skipped around. Up far side, long range shot. Ryan Wagner gets a piece of that. Wilson Northey on the near side. Northey ahead for Noah Finstrom. He'll try to duck around Dawson Klein on the near side. Penalty call coming up here, and the Blue Golds are going to get a chance to get back in this as Harrison Stewart will touch it up. And I believe it's going to be as a Noah Finstrom with a tripping call.
You're exactly right.
And the Blue Golds will head to the power play.
So we'll run the power play numbers and then get to the official scoring of the Pointers' second goal. Power play numbers for Eau Claire coming into tonight, 12 of 83, 14.5%. That's just 5th in the WIAC, 60th overall in the country. Penalty kill numbers for the Pointers, 76 of 81, 93.8%. That's number 1 in the WIAC and continues to be the best penalty kill in the country for Stevens Point.
Noah Finstrom off on the call, so face off to the right side of Ryan Wagner. Moberg back through to the middle. Nifty job to get a backhander to Harrison Stewart. He'll reverse back, feeds it up on the far side, but out of the reach of Humberstone. That allowed the Blue Golds to reset. They'll poke it to the near corner. Connor Schmuel after it. Schmuel up, coming out short-handed. Here's Jake Tice. Tice back the other way. He'll just squirt the puck deep. Guchar will play it away on the far boards. That'll allow Ryan Green out to get it. Near side, it is Sammy Martell. Long range wrapping around there. Stewart gets there first, waits for Humberstone. He'll hammer it, but kind of caught the heel of his stick and didn't get it out cleanly. Jordan Fader trying to dig it out here. Pointers will get it. Humberstone in there. Fader reaching for it as well. He'll try to scoop it out along the near boards. Just inside the blue line, Pointers poke it back into the neutral zone. Fader giving chase, almost came away with it, but Willie Stauber pulls it back. Stauber back to Quinn Green. Green back to Stauber. The captains here for the Blue Golds. Minute 5 remaining in the call to Noah Finstrom. Eau Claire ahead, far boards around. Now here's Evan Junker hustling to get back. They leave it. Green on the far side. Check it. It's Jack Johnson. Now they'll come back near side. They'll come through. Shot fired. Save made by Wagner. Rebound high up to the far boards. Blue Golds pull it out. Able to hold the zone. Near side, Dawson Klein. He'll walk in, feeds it to the near corner. Back for a one-timer, but was out of his reach. Klein gets it back. He'll zip it through to the far side. Not clean again. They'll bring it out high. Colin Stein now. Stein back near side to Klein. Dawson Klein. Klein and Stein working the post. Now they'll come right in front. Shot, squirted through. But I think Gonrowski got a piece of it on the way by. Got a man open right on the back door here. Can't get it to him. So they will reset. One-timer. Shot block. Diving here by Northey. Glove down by Poulias, and he'll chop it out on the far side. 15 seconds to go on the Blue Gold power play. They feed it up. They'll get it deep. Bouncing in. Ryan Wagner will squirt it to the far side. Gonrowski hustles to get there. He'll use the glass and out. Final seconds ticking away. Pointers back at full strength. Here come the Blue Golds. Far side, Leo Bacala. Now Ryan Wagner behind the net. Sam Ide around, but not out. Held in at the point by Tyler Love. He'll fire a shot. Pinballs wide to the far side. Blue Golds with possession. Hit a body in front again. Wiring around. I think it got to the midsection of Sam Ide. He'll scoop it ahead. Here comes Cody Moline through center ice. Moline, 3-on-2 developing. Firing a shot. Shot block there. That allows David Hill to get to it. He will scoop it. Ide far side. Long range shot time. Stick save. Hill to the rebound. Jammed off by a defender. Now Moberg in the far side. He'll try to center it. Broken up. Leo Bacala with a piece of it. Comes back through the neutral zone. Sam Ide gets there first for the Pointers. Ide pulls it back. He'll zip it ahead. Moberg lays it out of midair, and Send it back the other way, but Colin Stein gets it. Long pass here, reaching ahead, out of the reach of Kyle Alexiak. Behind the net, Stewart around far side to Hennigan. He'll go up the far wall. Jordan Fader is now redirected right in front of the net. Harrison Stewart, a good defensive play to ride it off. Tice after it. Long range shot here, hit a body through. Stewart gains control in the near corner. Two Blue Gold defenders ran into each other, and then the puck hit Jake Tice in the head. He'll clear it out. Fader ahead for Witherspoon. That's broken up on the play by Willie Stauber. Mick Hennigan cycling back. He'll go rink wide to Harrison Stewart. Stewart ahead, got his way to the red line. Floats it deep to the near corner. Witherspoon, a hammering hit in the near corner. Shovels it loose to Fader. Coming to the back door, intercepted. Back the other way comes Eau Claire, trying to squirt it free. Connor Schmuel, but Pointer defense was wise to that. 11:35 to go here in the first. 2-0 lead here for Stevens Point. Schmuel will lift it up high. Poulias got a glove on it. Through the neutral zone will allow Humberstone back to get it. Shots on goal 4-1 in favor of the Pointers, who have struck twice. Humberstone ahead. Aromatario gathers it in. He'll send it off the wall and in on the far side. To the far corner. Guchar plays it there. Hit the referee. That helps Stevens Point. Walking right in here is Dawson Chirino. Centering pass ricochets off. Gonrowski has to pull it back in, and the Pointers touch back up. Coming up on 9 minutes to go in the first. A 2-0 lead for Stevens Point. A pass through the neutral zone for the Blue Goals in onside. Chirino the first to get there. He'll chip it to Poulias, half wall on the near side. He's thumped there, but lifted it out first. Fletcher Anderson gets it, tripped up. Here comes Chirino, cutting back. Chirino wheeling with it, back through to Gonrowski, went to a backhander. Now he'll curve off to the far corner. Coming through, Wilson Northey got through him. Sam Ide with it now. He'll backhand it to the near corner. Loose in the near corner. Eau Claire off the glass, but not out. Ide kicks it back. Good job by Sam to hold the zone. Northey and Noah Finstrom back after it once again. Near side, Hennigan pinches in on the wall. Almost cleared out. Now it's center ice to Ide. Ide will flip it in on net. Guchar makes a save there. Tyler Love to the rebound. Off the boards on the near side. Hennigan pokes it back deep once again. Now here's some time and space here for the Blue Golds. Leo Bacala coming in. Near side, blocker to side by Ryan Wagner. Northey able to poke that free and then out. Here come back the other way Sean Bunting with Noah Finstrom. Finstrom coming in, knocked off the play on a good defensive play there. And Finstrom recovers but can't center it. Puck squirts along the blue line to the far side. Under 10 to go in the first. Stevens Point has jumped to a 2-0 lead in this WIAC Championship game. Turnover behind the net. Near side it comes. Willie Stauber fakes a shot, sends it back to the point on the far side through traffic. Ryan Wagner a save and then scoops the rebound back in. He will hang on and we'll get the media timeout. 2-0 Stevens Point here on the Pointers Sports Network.
Hey sports fans, if supportive teammates, a great culture, and an honest shot at advancement make for a win, then you'll be victorious when you join Skyward's award-winning team. You'll help put powerful data in the hands of school leaders who serve over 7 million students around the world. Innovation, collaboration, and fun are all a part of the Skyward culture. So what are you waiting for? Apply today at skyward.com/careers and join more than 275 Pointer alumni at Skyward.
Want to get your degree and stay debt-free? With the Wisconsin Army National Guard, you can get paid to be a full-time student with their 100% tuition reimbursement program. You can join the Guard, be a part-time soldier, and earn a degree. Call Sergeant First Class Mike Parks at 920-279-7527 or visit NationalGuard.com to learn more. The Wisconsin Army National Guard, a proud sponsor of Pointers Athletics.
All right, back here out of the media timeout, Sean. Stevens Point a 2-0 lead. Like what you see so far?
Oh, absolutely. Great job by the Pointers to take the first 5 minutes and punch the Blue Golds right in the nose a couple times with a couple goals and getting some more scoring from some other folks.
Yep.
So big in big games like these.
All right, David Hill with it now for Stevens Point. He'll send it ahead for Moline at the red line on the near side. Blue Golds swart that out and send it back in. Humberstone around. Hill again on the near side. Dragged it through a defender. Eau Claire forces a turnover now. They'll go deep to the far corner. Isaac Moberg the first to get there for Stevens Point. Moberg draws a defender in, just keeps it going up along the far wall, drags it ahead, comes back out. Humberstone can't hold it in. He'll gather it in and just fire it deep. 9:15 to go here in the first. 2-0 the Stevens Point lead. We'll get you some score updates here that I think I've got the whole enchilada of them here to offer up here, Sean, as soon as we get a chance. Junker feeds it around on the far side, intercepted. At the red line on the far side, Witherspoon in a phone booth, able to get it free up ahead. Ahead for Jake Tice out of his reach. Blue Golds pull it back. Carter Green. Near side Fader waiting back for it on the near side. For Eau Claire, this is Connor Schmuel with some space. Fader pokes that free from him, almost had an odd man rush, and it's Witherspoon keeps it. Now he'll go deep to Fader near corner. Looks to center, instead comes behind the net toward Tice. Tice runs into the referee. Junker slides it to Aromatario. He'll feed it, try to redirect with Witherspoon on the far side. Tice keeps it going in the half wall and gets it to Jordan Fader. Now Tice chips it around here. Sam Ide will hustle and pinch in here in the near side. Pointer's going to change 3 out of the 5 here with the puck in the offensive zone. That's a good sign. Chirino comes away with it. He'll bust up. Chirino, nifty little move to get free and then scored it off his stick to the far corner. He'll dump it behind the net to Fletcher Anderson. Comes back through. Blue Golds get it and clear it out. Not far enough for icing as it's back just inside the blue line. Hennigan, a little risky play here, but got it to Dawson Chirino. Watch out here. Pointers will get it. Here's Fletcher Anderson in the right wing. Anderson brings it in. He's been on fire. Fires a shot. That's deflected and up and out of play. 7:57 to go. All right, Sean, here's what we got. The only one I don't officially have a score on is Augsburg and St. Scholastica because it doesn't look like their live stats are working. As they says, still 0-0. Adrian leads Aurora 3-0. Endicott beat Curry earlier today to punch a ticket 6-0. Hobart beat Babson in the NEHC 3-1. Plymouth State in the Mazcac leads Worcester 4-1. And it's Plattsburgh 1-0 over Oswego. Utica 4-2 over Nazareth. All those second period-ish on the East Coast. And again, all those winners, automatic bids, NESCAC Championship tomorrow between Williams and Bowdoin, who, by the way, are the 7 and 8 seeds in that tournament. Out of the 8 teams that make the playoffs. So, puck loose in the neutral zone. Stewart gets it. And defender lost a stick on the play. That helps the Pointers. Stewart, near side, Humberstone. And he'll get a rocket deep to the far corner. Comes out. First to play it there is Tyler Love, far side. Here's Noah Finstrom. Centers it. Wilson North. He fanned on it. Now David Hill turns. He'll fire a shot. That's blocked. Blue Golds with it. Back the other way. Cade Lemmer up ahead onto the right wing. Jack Johnston will get it deep. Johnston around. Pointer is off the far boards. Junker a little too far. Long range shot in. And Ryan Wagner with a sharp save there, Sean, as that looked like it changed direction on the way in. So they'll reset for a face-off here to the right side of Ryan Wagner. Of course, Wagner, Jordan Fader, Wilson Northey all came back for the 5th year with this kind of a game in mind. On the road, Augsburg, a 2-0 lead over St. Scholastica. That does not surprise me.
Nope.
Gunrowski will come back. Mayak just a 1-bid lead this year. Of course, last year it was St. Olaf who turned the world upside down. And they were, the 6th seed or 7th seed in the Mayak?
Yep.
Wouldn't normally even be in it other than the COVID. They took everybody. Pointers with a nice breakout here. Here comes Isaac Moberg on the right wing. Hustles his way to the right red line. They'll call it good. Guchar behind the net. Squirts it around. It's off the backside of a defender. Moline keeps it alive. He'll send it deep to David Hill behind the net. Trying to chip it out in front and then ride it up on a defender to the side of the net. Comes to the near corner. 6:20 to go in the first. 2-0 Stevens Point. Witherspoon tried to walk in front of the net. Now they'll come right in front. Backhanded shot there by David Hill that I don't think he realized where he was with the puck. Was in pretty tight. All right, back to get it. Gunrowski, long range pass ahead. Jake Tice with it. Tice wheels with it, waits for help, dumps it to Witherspoon in the far corner. Witherspoon tripped up behind the play. Penalty call coming up here against the Blue Golds as Connor Witherspoon, Sean, just kept moving his feet. Draws the call. 5:57 to go in the first. Stevens Point to the skyward power play.
Yep, and the power play numbers, let's run them for the Pointers. They're getting better as the season grows longer. 18 and 93, 19.4%. That's first in the WIAC now and 34th overall in the country. Penalty kill numbers for the Blue Golds, very good as always. 74 of 83, 89.2%. That's third in the WIAC, 10th overall in the country for the Blue Gold penalty kill.
All right, so it is Ty Reedman off on the trip. Pointers on the skyward power play. All right, here is Hennigan. Far side, Fletcher Anderson. He'll go down low. They'll come right back through to the middle. Poulias hammered it just wide. Fader out high to Fletcher Anderson. Hennigan. 4 forwards here for the Pointers. Anderson coming. He'll fire a shot. Deflected. Chirino gathers it back in. He'll loop it back up high to Hennigan. Hennigan cuts near side. Far side to Anderson. He'll go down again. Try to chip it back towards Chirino. He's slowed down in the play. Anderson out of midair keeps it going. Shoves it to Poulias. Poulias back to Anderson. Far side. Hennigan had it loaded. Couldn't fire. Minute 25 to go in the power play. Hennigan. Now here's Fletcher Anderson. Walks in. Walks a defender. Comes in close. Cleared aside for a minute by the Blue Golds. They'll get it. Nice penalty kill here and a rocket up off the far side. Now here's Ryan Wagner quickly ahead. Dawson Chirino going to cut to the near side. Chirino coming through. Of course, it was Dawson Chirino, Sean, with a highlight reel type goal in overtime at Eau Claire right before Christmas. As he'll wheel with it now, 55 seconds to go. It's Hennigan, actually, excuse me. Witherspoon lost it, got it back, drags it ahead, almost had it scoot free to him. Back comes Sean Bunting out there on the power play unit number 2 here. So it's Bunting, Junker, Noah Finstrom, and Aromatario racing in, far side, and they'll get it deep. Bunting tries to poke it behind the net, he does. Aromatario comes right in front, scored it out. Guchar got a piece of it, and the Blue Golds get it and send it to link to the ice. 4:25 to go in the first, 2-0 Stevens Point. 25 to go in the first Skyward power play of the night. So far, neither team with much on the PP. Now here just comes Witherspoon. He'll walk it in on the near side. Witherspoon to Aromatario. Trying to come in tight now. Bounces loose right in front. Witherspoon a shot. Finstrom to the rebound behind the net. Reverses to the near corner. Out high. 6 seconds to go in the power play. Here's Evan Junker. He'll come back through. Aromatario gathers it back in. Witherspoon out high. Feeds it to Junker. He'll fire a rocket. That's ricocheted just wide. Back to even strength off the bench. Quinn Green for the Blue Golds. He'll rope it around the boards to the far side. Dawson Klein gets there first. He'll hold it up. Klein ahead to Jordan Randall on the near side. Moberg sends it back. Brett Humberstone with it. 3:40 to go here in the first. Back the other way. Here's Stevens Point. Cody Moline accelerating to the far corner. Tied up there nicely by a defender. Moline or Isaac Moberg in to help him out. Harrison Stewart with a shot. His stick shatters, and it comes trickling all the way to David Hill on the near side, and Hill almost got a shot off. Back the other way comes Eau Claire. Connor Schmuel walks a defender, firing a shot. Ryan Wagner with a save. Humberstone clears the rebound. Sam Ide with it ahead into the neutral zone. He'll get there, and should be an icing call here, right? Nope, they'll wave it off. I didn't think Sam got to didn't get to the red line, and now Eau Claire with it. 3 minutes to go in the first. Near side, Hennigan walked around in a 2-on-1 back the other way. Hennigan hustling back. They walk in. Beautiful defense here by Sam Ide. He'll shove it ahead. Fletcher Anderson trying to get to it on the far boards. Just out of his reach. Poulias will calm it down. Drags it back toward Hennigan. Now back the other way. Here's Chirino. Chirino to the middle, to the forehand. Here's Poulias. Fletcher Anderson, a rocket off the shin pad of Tyler Love. And Love will streak out here with 2.5 to go in the period. Love off the far boards and in. Eau Claire finishing a change. Gonrowski from one knee. A nice job to clear it out. Off the boards, back through to the middle, out of the reach of Anderson. First to get there, Willie Stauber with the backhander in. And Aromatario to Poulias, near side. Here comes Gonrowski. 3-on-2 for the Pointers. Gonrowski, right wing to Chirino. Walks a defender, lost the handle on it. Scoots it back to Finstrom on the near side. Noah Finstrom into the near corner. Pointers really buzzing here. Jammed that to the side of the net. Rebound is loose, and where is it?
Oh, Guchar is on his back.
Guchar on his back. Did he reach around and cover it up, or is the net off? Either one will get a whistle, and the puck squirts free.
That face-off should stay deep in the Pointer offensive end as we get some good 5-on-5 play back and forth, and you hit it right on the head. Both teams have a power play opportunity. Nothing really going on either side, so and they get a 5-on-5 start. Jordan Fader, 2:08 to go here in the first period. Goals by Harrison Stewart and Isaac Moberg have paced the Pointers out to a 2-0 lead.
All right, we'll get a reset here as they'll get the face-off to the right side of Guchar. Wilson Northey back to Gonrowski. He muscles it to Aromatario. He'll backhand it up the far wall to Jordan Fader. Wilson Northey now. And let's see here, Sean. It looks like Wilson Northey is out here with Noah Finstrom and Jordan Fader now. So I wonder if that's stemming out of the power play here with Sean Bunting. Had originally been on this line. We'll see if things have tooled around a bit. Now here's Gonrowski with some opening space. Love how this kid can fly. Far side Finstrom whistles a shot through. Near side Blue Golds will get it with 1.5 to go. Hip check at center ice here. Takes down Kyle Alexiak hard. They'll send it deep. And up the boards on the far side. Big hit there. And Sean Bunting with a hit there. Rolls right in front of Guchar, and he will get down and cover it up as Bunting leveled Aaron Swanson with a hip check on the far side. And Swanson a little slow to get up here.
And Bunting took a tough hit, Tom, on that power play. I was worried because he took a tough hip check. He was down low trying to get a puck out of the far corner on the visitor's side there.
Big fella's all right.
And he got his head crunched a little bit, but he's back on. Just a little line changing and line blendering for matchups for Coach Krieger.
Minute 21 to go here in the first. Stevens Point a 2-0 lead. And we're going to face off warning here. And Blue Golds win it. Willie Stauber behind the net. Bunting took it away.
And then he got
a puck or the stick. I think the puck hopped up and got him. He'll hustle his way to the bench here, far side. Pointers break it up. Now the Blue Golds back the other way. Quinn Green. Green coming around. A shot that's blocked off. Good job by Humberstone to pick him up. A minute to go here in the first period. This WIAC Championship game. Tyson on the far side. Hill put the brakes on. Flips it deep behind the net. David Hill after it. On the near side. And Eau Claire streaking through, got it through Jake Tice, far side, looked to center it. Boy, Sam Ides had a strong first period. He breaks that up and then works it around a defender. He'll come back the other way. Sam against the Blue Golds, a long shot, pad save made by Guchar. Near side it comes. Moline will pick it up, squirts back. Sam Ide ahead. Here's Moline back to the middle to Hill, back to Moline on the far side. Tried to dump it there to Isaac Moberg, loose on the near side, and David Hill got rocked, but got the puck deep with the backhander up the near side. 18 seconds to go in the period. Coming free, Cody Moline. He'll fire a shot. That's blocked off. Blue Golds in front of the net. Boy, Guchar kind of caught leaning, and it goes up into the far side, not a play, with 10.7 seconds remaining in the period.
Tom, I think Cody saw the same thing you saw. As Guchar got caught leaning the wrong way and tried to backhand the puck in on net. And the Blue Golds, good job of defensive coverage there to help their freshman goaltender out. He's played in all but one game, Max Guchar, 25 games this season. He's logged over 1,500 minutes.
What is it? The one game that Colin Ahern played was a win at Northwood.
Correct.
Oh, big hit on the far side. That gets a rise out of the bench here. Pointer's long-range shot in, and now Dawson Chirino takes some...
We're going to get anything out of
this.
it
Here with a 1.1 seconds remaining, and
I mean,
Dawson Klein,
it was just a good hit.
Was there, came in, good hit.
Dawson Klein got caught with his head down, and Dawson Chirino took care of business trying to win a 50-50 puck. We'll see if there's any penalties that come. I don't think so.
Or do they match him up for the exchange afterward?
Oh, yeah, I think so. Claire's going to go to the bench, and Coach Krieger wants an explanation.
Yeah.
Crowd here wants an explanation.
And I think this is just a little bit of the referees saying here. 1.1 second remaining here, and so I think it was the stick work afterward, Sean, or whatever.
On both sides,
it was on both sides that they'll even it up.
It's an awful long
we'll see.
Conversation for Matthew Miners, Tom.
All right, so they will put... I think we're going to go 4-on-4 here, right? Yep. And Ty Reedman in the box again. Dawson Chirino off. So 4-on-4 for 1.1 second. And it's the 0.1 that gets you every time, right?
Always. Always, my friend.
What's the discussion about here? So...
Well, maybe are the Pointers looking for an extra?
Not sure.
An extra to try to get a power play, but both penalties on the board, so we'll go 4-on-4 here for this last second.
There's still a question here. And I'm not sure what the question mark is here. And we'll see, but who knows? So 4-on-4 here, and we'll figure it out as we go, but off the face-off, Anderson chops it in, but Sean, a strong start here for the purple and gold. 20 minutes into this WIAC Championship game, a 2-0 lead.
Anytime you can tally twice in the first 5 minutes in a big championship game like this is going to give you so much more momentum going into the second period. The Pointers, their far best period of the year so far is the second period, and moving on into the third. It's a great start for Stevens Point with that early 2-0 lead.
Yeah, that it is, and a couple of good, not a whole lot of premium chances by both teams here, but Stevens Point buried the two best that they had, that's for sure.
Exactly.
As we'll go in, and as we always are here at the end of the first period, joined by Pointers assistant coach Brian Crom. That's a great start for your fellas there, Coach.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, keep it simple, right? Well, you came out and really, I think you've gotten the puck moving like you like to do with your possession game. Getting that going early on here has been good for you.
Yeah, I think we were ready to go right off the hop, which obviously showed, but yeah, it was for sure fun to see some offensive play out there.
How about Harrison Stewart as a kid? That kid has just been coming on from day one all year long.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's been coming. You've been seeing it coming, and it's something that people don't really see like in practice afterwards. He's working on those shots for at least a half hour every time after practice, so it's good to see him finally cash in.
And I think the other one, Isaac Moberg and Cody Moline. Sean and I talked about them last week, said maybe not as gifted in the skill end of things, but you'll take their heart anytime, but that was skill to perfection for goal number 2.
Yeah, you know what? We'll take their work ethic any day of the week.
All right, a couple things, can you tweak a couple things here and put the gas even further down? Is that what you'd like to do?
I think so. They're going to come out with some jump. I think just on our breakouts, just get out a little bit cleaner and then get in the offensive zone and have some fun.
What's the mood on the bench here? Can't beat this environment, huh?
No, it's electric.
Boys are jumping.
Electric.
Electric. All right, Coach, thanks. Appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
All right, Pointer assistant coach Brian Crom. Stevens Point, a 2-0 lead after 20 minutes. We'll come back to tell you about it here in just a moment. WIAC Championship Game presented by Culver's. Stevens Point, a 2-0 lead. We'll come back with our first intermission, scoring recap, and a lot of scores and important scores to get you to as well here in the Pointer Sports Network.
Snow Pilot is our winter seasonal. This beer has a tremendous body. The malt feels great. What I like is the nuttiness that it gets from the Maris Otter malt. Pistachio just comes through like you wouldn't believe. It's almost dessert-like. This is absolutely winter beer, and if you ever have a campfire in the middle of winter, this is what you want in your glass. It's just great.
Warm up this winter with a Snow Pilot from Point Brewery.
The WIAC Ice Hockey Championships are brought to you by Culver's. Welcome to Delicious. Culver's congratulates the WIAC on its long history of athletic success and outstanding academic accomplishments. Over 5,000 student athletes compete in WIAC sports, and Culver's recognizes the student athletes of the WIAC for their hard work, dedication, and commitment to excellence on and off the field. Culver's is proud to be a sponsor of the WIAC, the Conference of Champions. UWSP Athletics partners with BSN Sports, the largest provider of team sports equipment and apparel in the country. Pointers and BSN would like to thank all the coaches on and off the field. While BSN Sports is the best at equipping athletes, coaches are the best at equipping lives, and that's the real final score. Learn more at bsnsports.com.
Bring home incredible internet, TV, and phone services with TDS Fiber. Register now at tdsfiber.com/radio. Enjoy cyber-spacious internet speeds up to 1 gig at your home or business. Plus, change the way you watch TV with our whole home DVR. Can't get that with cable. Powerful internet, premium services. Go to tdsfiber.com/radio to register, learn about bonus offers, and more. TDS Fiber available in certain areas. See website for details.
UWSP Athletics would like to thank Century World, a valued sponsor of Pointers Athletics. Nestled in the heart of central Wisconsin, Century World is a great place to hold your next event. With breathtaking facilities coupled with a wide variety of packages and amenities to deliver an exceptional experience, and with an award-winning 18-hole golf course with rolling greens to the famous Flower Hole, Century World consistently ranks as one of the best destination golf courses in the nation. For more information, visit centuryworld.com. WIAC Ice Hockey Championships are brought to you by Quick Trip, a proud sponsor of the WIAC Athlete of the Week program. Stop by Quick Trip for healthy snacks from the fresh case, fully stocked with fruits, yogurt, salads, and sandwiches. Quickery Bake Shop breads, bagels, donuts, muffins, and cookies are made fresh from scratch every day in their own bakery in La Crosse. And Quick Rewards is Quick Trip's loyalty program. Check out QuickRewards.com for more information. Quick Trip, big on fresh, low on price, a proud sponsor of the WIAC.
Hi, back here at Willett Arena, Tom Weaver, Sean McMahon, our first intermission. Rolling along here. Again, automatic bid on the line here tonight. A good start here for Stevens Point. Harrison Stewart, a minute 15 in, his second of the year from Andrew Pulius. And then Isaac Moberg is second of the year from Cody Moline at 4:19. So the Pointers get a couple past Max Guchar in the first period here. and lead it 2-0. 7-4, the shots on goal in favor of the Pointers. Each team 0 for 1 on the power play. Eau Claire credited with 1 shot. Stevens Point did not get a shot on their power play. Ryan Wagner, 4 first-period saves. Max Guchar, 5 first-period saves. Sean, he seemed to be fighting it a little early, but kind of settled into things a little bit. I think fair to say for the freshman netminder.
I would agree with that.
And
I mean, the 2 goals that he gave up, there were no doubters.
Yep.
I did the first one, Harrison Stewart, he never saw it. Then Isaac Moberg, they played that 3-on-1 to perfection and just no chance.
That they did. Eau Claire winning 52.4% of the faceoffs here in the first period. And so 11-10, basically, almost an even up wash there as far as the face-off circle goes, but it's Stevens Point with a 2-0 lead. A lot of scores to get to. We'll get you that when we come back here on the Pointers Sports Network.
Cousins Subs is coming bigger and better to Stevens Point. This March, Cousins will be moving to a new location at 111 North Division Street with a fresh look that includes a drive-thru. Whether it's a grilled-to-order cheesesteak, Wisconsin cheese curds, or a party box of subs, Cousins has something for every occasion. Order online at cousinsubs.com or with the Cousins Subs mobile app. Cousins Subs, believe in better.
Sport Clips Haircuts has an app. Download the app. Upgrade your experience.
All right, people, bring it in. The Sport Clips app. Use it to check in, track your arrival time, get heads-up alerts. Why is that important?
Oh, because guys don't like to wait.
That's right, Alicia. Convenience.
The Sport Clips app. If it were any more convenient, it would cut your hair. Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Opt-in required. Message and data fees may apply.
Visit your local festival foods today. Pick up a sweet treat from their Scratch Bakery, your favorite decadent entree from their savory meat department, or fresh produce to feed your body from their Days Fresher Produce department. Festival Foods is a proud community partner and sponsor of UW Stevens Point Athletics.
Your family's safety is important. And with winter driving coming, Sherrill Tire and Service can help. Sherrill Tire and Service Centers can help with new tires and a pre-season tune-up, so your entire vehicle is winter ready. Sherrill Tire and Service, Plover, Stevens Point, Weston, Wisconsin Rapids, Marshfield, and Medford. And online at SherrillTire.com.
Sherrill Tire and Service, get your car done right.
All right, back here at KB Willett Arena. Tom Weaver, Sean McMahon. Jordan, the Pointer Pep Band, brought their A-game here tonight. They're rolling.
They're rolling.
It is packed in. Officially a sellout here tonight. I'm trying to think, Sean, going into last weekend, the Pointers actually had hopped up a tick to, I believe, 4th in the country, surpassing Norwich, and the Pointers have had like 4 fewer home games than Norwich did. So, you know, if that tells, number 1 in the West again, and tonight definitely will bolster that up as well. All right, other scores. Here we go. WIAC Championship. We believe it was toward the end of the first, if not at the end of the first. Augsburg, the number 2 seed on the road, a 2-1 lead over St. Scholastica. That's a doesn't matter who wins game because that's a one-bid league there, the automatic bid. Augsburg coming in 23rd in the pairwise, St. Scholastica 21, so they're not in a factor there. NCHA, they had to delay the start back a bit there. They've had all kinds of power problems at Adrian. They had to delay one of the NCHA women's semifinals to today and move their championship game to tomorrow, and then delayed the start, pushed it back a half hour to let things reset after an earlier game today. St. Norbert on the women's side will meet Adrian tomorrow for their women's championship game. And it is Adrian, a 3-1 lead over the number 2 seed Aurora. Really want Adrian to win that if you're looking at the pairwise picture of things, because Adrian is 4, Aurora is 15. Commonwealth Coast Conference earlier today, Endicott. A 6-0 hammering of Curry. It's the 3rd NCAA appearance for Endicott, and they leap to number 1 in the pairwise. So they a very strong case there. And the one thing I did not look at that we will, Curry still holds strong at 4. So a pretty good likelihood that they're in unless something disastrous happens ahead of them. In the NEHC, Hobart, who coming into the day was number 1 in the pairwise, they're taking on the 3-seed Babson. They have a 4-1 lead in the third period. The other one that could be a real bracket disruptor is the Mascot. Plymouth State out of Massachusetts, 6th in the pairwise coming in. They're the number 1 seed. They have a 4-1 lead over the number 2 seed Worcester. You want Plymouth State to take that automatic bid.
Yep, and
run away there for pairwise purposes. The NESCAC will play their championship game tomorrow, and to say this tournament has been upside down is an understatement, as coming in, the top 2 seeds were knocked out last weekend. And today, the A seed Williams beats the host Amherst. Amherst was the 3 seed hosting the whole deal. Williams beats them 1-0, and the 7th seed Bowdoin beat Colby 3-1. So it started with the first time a number 7 seed had advanced to the championship game, only to be outdone by an 8 seed. They've had a couple 6 seeds win that tournament in the past. So it'll be the 7 and 8 seeds tomorrow afternoon. That's whoever wins that is in. Nothing else, no implications there. The other one we're keeping a strong eye on here, and they're in the third period, right?
Yes.
At Oswego, a packed house there at the campus center there. It is Oswego, the number 1 seed, trailing Plattsburgh 1-0 with about 12 minutes to go in that game, 11 and a half minutes to go in that game. Sean, if you're looking at the big picture of things, you'd kind of like Plattsburgh to win that, because they are currently 7th in the pairwise. So have them take an automatic bid, and then that would kick out somebody in the pairwise behind the Pointers and tie it close with the Blue Golds for that matter as well. And then the other one in the UCHC, Utica, the number 1 seed there, they've been rolling. They've been up near 1 in the pairwise. They have a 4-2 lead over Nazareth. You want Utica to claim that automatic bid there. On the women's side today, River Falls, the 1 seed, beats Eau Claire 5-1. 8th O'Brien Cup for the Falcons, and their 4th straight. They will await their NCAA tournament fate on Monday. Actually, it's tomorrow night. I believe the women's selection show is tomorrow night there. Of course, no automatic bid for the WIAC women. And right now, River Falls coming into the weekend was 6th in the pairwise, so they should be in good shape. Eau Claire's going to have to play the waiting game. Coming into today, they were the first team out. So a loss as well may push them back, and they may be on the outside looking in. NCHA semifinals today, or last night, Adrian, the 1 seed, beats Lake Forest 2-0. Power goes out, comes back on today. St. Norbert, a 5-1 win over Aurora. They'll play at noon tomorrow in Michigan. MIAC women, Gustavus, their 3rd straight MIAC title, as they beat Augsburg 4-2. Commonwealth Coast Conference, Suffolk, who is the number 1 seed, beats Endicott 2-1. Norwich, the big upset on the women's side of the day, as they beat the number 1 seed in the NEHC, Elmira 2-0. So that likely will take a bid away from somebody there. And actually, that may knock Elmira out of the tournament altogether. Northeast Women's Hockey League, Plattsburgh beats Cortland 2-0. And Nazareth in the UCHC beats Utica 3-2 in overtime. Also today, WIAA state tournament, hockey tournament in Madison. New Richmond, their first ever state title, 5-1 over Verona. And I did not see a final score, but Green Bay Notre Dame beat Verona. They were up handily, 7-1 late. Should note, Verona coached by former Pointer Joel Marshall.
Yes. Yep.
And Green Bay Notre Dame, who I believe went on to be undefeated and win that game. Of course, the son of former Pointer captain Tim Coughlin on that team. He'll always be the former Pointer captain before the St. Norbert head coach.
You bet that. You got that right. You got that right.
Congratulations to them as that went down here today. Here's Stevens Point, a 2-0 lead. We'll take a break. We'll come back with the opening face-off of the second period. 4-on-4 for 1:58 when we begin things here on the Pointer Sports Network.
At Papa John's Pizza, the secret to success is much like the secret to making a great pizza. The more you put into it, the more you get out of it. Whether it's signature sauce, toppings, original fresh dough, or even the box itself, Papa John's invests in ingredients to ensure the finest quality pizza. Call Papa John's at 715-972-1414 for delivery, or stop by Division Street for carryout to order your favorite pizza, breadsticks, or wings today. Papa John's, a proud sponsor of Pointer Athletics.
Sure Tire Service, get your car done right. Big town savings with a small town smile. State of the art, good your service keeps you going mile after mile. We're can earn your trust. You can count on us. Show Tire and Service. Get your car done right.
WIAC Ice Hockey Championships are brought to you by Quick Trip, a proud sponsor of the WIAC Athlete of the Week program. Stop by Quick Trip for healthy snacks from the fresh case, fully stocked with fruits, yogurt, salads, and sandwiches. Quickery Bake Shop breads, bagels, donuts, muffins, and cookies are made fresh from scratch every day in their own bakery in La Crosse. And Quick Rewards is Quick Trip's loyalty program. Check out quickrewards.com for more information. Quick Trip, big on fresh, low on price, a proud sponsor of the WIAC.
All right, back here, Willett Arena, set to go here for the second period. Stevens Point, a 2-0 lead, will be at 4-on-4 for a minute 58 with Dawson Chirino and Ty Reedman still in the box here. And it looks like matching roughing calls at 19:59 is what they'll go with. Far side, Blue Golds dig it out. 2-0 the lead here for Stevens Point. Colin Stein back with it. Far side, Willie Stauber. Matt Lone has been a master of adjustments against the Pointers here, Sean, especially in this WIAC Championship game.
And especially in the second period.
Yep.
It's a big 20 minutes here for SP.
That it is. All right, far side, Blue Golds with it. They'll throw it out in front of the net, and a 4-on-4 here, looking kind of like a power play at the moment. Quinn Green, far side. They'll fire a shot into the skates of Fletcher Anderson on the far side. Minute 20 to go in the 4-on-4. Blue Golds cycle with it. Hennigan able to tick it away, and behind the net it goes. Hennigan around to the far side. He'll get possession of it. Hennigan pulls back now, delays, saucers it ahead. Here's Fletcher Anderson. Anderson back the other way with Poulias. Anderson shot block tipped into the netting and out of play. Sean, we mentioned a lot of pointer connections to the WIA tournament today. Pointer connections to the NHL trade deadline as well.
Oh!
One of the big deals, of course, Patrick Kane going from my beloved Blackhawks to the Rangers. Also a part of that deal, Cooper Zek, the brother of former Pointers WIAC Player of the Year, Zach Zek.
Okay.
Was also set in that trade, so. All right, Witherspoon near side with it for Stevens Point, still at 4-on-4. Harrison Stewart, now Witherspoon lost an edge here, and it comes back out. Stewart able to get it back. No shortage of wheeling and dealing in the NHL this week.
No.
Huh?
Oh, my
Jordan
goodness.
Fader, far side. He'll muscle it in. Witherspoon reaches, pokes in. Guchar will get down and cover it up.
And it's fair to say that you're still sticking with your rebuild program?
Oh, yeah, it's a process, Sean. As you know,
I know.
The beloved Red Wing fan that you are. What are you in, about a dozen years of the process here?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're getting there.
We'll see. I was shocked at just how many teams were out and active.
Yeah, just going after it.
I mean,
it's great.
Number
it's really
one,
great.
First and second round picks here being tossed around like nothing. So who knows? We'll see. Teddy Francis, our good friend, has bailed on the Blackhawks, however.
That's really sad.
All right, now behind the net. Whoa, the side of the net. One of the Pointers giving a rough ride here. That got a vocal question from the Pointer bench. Quinn Green back the other way, ropes it around. 23 seconds remaining on the 4-on-4. Blue Golds walk it in. Two-man game broken up well here by Brett Humberstone of the Pointers. Up the near side, Blue Golds wing it. Far side, Stauber. Back through to the middle, almost poked free, but cleared out. Picked up here by Colin Stein. He'll come in, walks a defender, firing a shot block. Got the glass, side of the net, behind the net. Jordan Fader with it. He will pirouette with a spinorama to separate from a defender. Back to 5-on-5. Reedman and Chirino out of the penalty box. Stevens Point, Brett Humberstone to Finstrom at center ice. Finstrom tried to walk it to Wilson Northey on the far side. Bunting kicks it to his forehand. Charging Reedman broke that one up here on the near side. Far side gathered in. Ryan Green coming in. He'll fire a shot through in the back door. Sammy Martell pinching in there. Just missed. Pointers try to work it out on the near side. They do. Bunting. But sent right back in here by Carter Green. Down to the near side, Bunting. Reedman steps in front of him. Pointers break it up. Here's Bunting on the right wing. Bunting with Wilson Northey. Gets it deep. Wilson near side. First to get there in the corner. He's ridden off by a defender there, and Dawson Klein kept it going. Turnover. Bunting firing a shot. Pad save made by Guchar. Sneaky little shot there from Bunting, and then he dives. Finstrom on the forecheck off the far wall, out of the reach of Wilson Northey. He dives but can't hold it in. Evan Junker, far side, lost the handle. Now he's shoved down from behind on the near side. Gets right back up, chips it ahead, and here's Stevens Point with a 3-on-2. David Hill charging in, Moberg cutting. Here's Hill back toward Wilson Northey, and the Pointers don't get a shot off. Now here's a 2-on-1 back the other way with Ryan Green. Green setting up in the middle. Long range shot. Pad save made by Ryan Wagner. Cade Lemmer with the shot there. Coming out high again. Pointers pick it up again. Here's Junker. He'll cycle it back and then turn it over. He tried to get it back in but made a good physical play to separate the puck. And it comes free to Roma Matario. Near side ahead for Hill. Turnover coming. Blue Golds feed it. Far side. Out of the reach. Now they'll bring it back to the point. Long range shot through traffic. Try to redirect. That went wide. Hill will chip it ahead through the boot here. Blake Kriska on the near side. Kriska wheels. Dumps it right back in. Wagner puts the brakes on it. Evan Junker behind the net. He will zing one ahead for Fletcher Anderson, and this misses everybody. We'll get a whistle and an icing call. 16:09 to go here in the second. Still 2-0 Stevens Point.
Pointers caught in the middle of a change here. So we always talk about how the Pointers in the second period, especially at home, want to get the puck deep and go to work and try to wear down the other team. And Eau Claire has done that here in the first 4 minutes. The Pointers caught on an extended shift here. Big face-off for Isaac Moberg.
We'll get a sizable whistle here prior to the face-off, so they'll reset. And again, this is to the left side of... I don't think we've seen that all year. A warning each side.
Yep.
They'll let it go. Moberg kicks it down. Pointers drag it behind the net. Near side, they lose the handle on it. Eau Claire will set it up at the point with Colin Stein. Stein, near side toward Aaron Swanson. He'll look to center it. Back up high it goes. And a long-range shot goes up, gets into the roof, and we'll get a whistle. 15:52 to go here in the second. Stevens Point, first period goals here from Harrison Stewart and Isaac Moberg.
That puck gets deflected up into the roof, so we'll get a stoppage in play. Tom, 5 minutes to go in Oswego. Plattsburgh up 1-0. They scored early on in the first period to take that lead.
Two longtime rivals there.
Just like here. It's just like here.
And Plattsburgh trying to knock Oswego out of the NCAA tournament as well. Pointers clear it out to the far boards, comes out. Hustling Colin Stein for the Blue Golds, back the other way. Andrew Poulias runs some traffic. Sherino lifted it, but couldn't get it through cleanly. Aaron Swenson in, firing a shot. Glove save made by Ryan Wagner. 15:35 to go in the second. He'll hang on.
As a face-off will stay deep in the Pointer end. I wouldn't even call that game an upset, Tom. If Plattsburgh does hold on, 7th in the pairwise, they've had the strength of schedule. Oswego,
and then they win a shootout game late or something to get the number one. Oswego did, right?
Yep, exactly. Oswego kind of backed into the number 1 seed, and Plattsburgh, a sizable win, could get them into the tournament.
Up and out of play once again on the far side, and
everybody okay.
I'm trying to think the last time Plattsburgh was in the NCAA tournament.
It's been a really long time.
Maybe a while. Geneseo, of course, has ruled the roost there. Correct. For several years. And what do we have now?
Have they tallied twice quickly?
3-0 Plattsburgh. Wow. Yep.
Wow.
And I don't know if they'll show a replay on this here. Yep, they will. It looks like a miscue. Maybe coming in. We'll say, wide open, 2-on-1. Wow, speaking of 2-on-1, Connor Witherspoon whistles it wide. Sean, I remember the days here at Willett Arena when we had to rely on calling the press box by phone to get scores. Now wrap around in front again, but the Pointers goes wide. Back the other way, the internet. Gotta love it. And those of you tuning in, now 2-on-1 for the Blue Golds. Right in front, shot in the goal. What a goal. Turned out of nowhere here. Connor Schmuel somehow, Sean, worked it around. They beat Ryan Wagner. 15:03 to go. Blue Golds climb right back in this.
3-on-1 goal, 3-on-1 transition goal. Everything the Pointers took away in the second period, or in the first period rather. They let that one up as a turnover at the offensive blue line. Eau Claire goes the other way. Connor Schmuel dumps it in. A wide open, weak side backdoor goal. It'll be his 9th of the season, and the Blue Golds have climbed right back into this thing at 2-1.
That was something else.
Yep.
All right, far side. Blue Golds batted in again as Eau Claire will try to take the Momentum away here from the Pointers now. Another collision up the near side. Here come the Pointers. Chirino with Poulias back the other way. Chirino coming in. Up high it goes. He'll gain possession of it. Out high. He'll come in through a stick check. Trying to get to his backhand but can't. Now goes forehand. He'll lose the handle on it and has to gather it back in. Feed it ahead to Aromatario. He'll be content to just hammer it in the boards around to the far side. Eau Claire now will get it. And here's a hustling McHennigan. We'll get a whistle and an icing call here against the Blue Golds. 14:23 to go. It's Quinn Green from Connor Schmuel and Jack Johnston at 5 minutes has gotten the Blue Golds on the board here. That was just a heck of an effort by Schmuel to muscle it with one hand
around the Pointer defense.
Around, and was it out of midair? Not sure, but either way. All right, face off to the right side here of Max Guchar. Blue Golds right back in it, and they've taken this crowd out of it here. Far corner, Eau Claire rattles it around. Ide, a good job to read that. Caught between his legs. He'll send it ahead. Here's Moberg. Moberg coming in. He'll wait. Moberg dishes. Saucers it out high to Hennigan on the far side. He'll wire a shot coming through. Isaac Moberg shot. Glove save made by Guchar. I think a bouncing puck and Isaac Moberg, if he gets everything on it, it's 3-1, but a fluttering puck. Guchar able to make the glove save.
Guchar able to go from far post to near post and glove that puck down. Otherwise, you're absolutely right. 3-1. It flutters on Isaac. Goodness, that would have been his second of the night, and to give the Pointers an all-important 2-goal lead. They've been able to answer all season. The Pointers need to do that again here.
All right, around the boards on the far side. Pointers will hold it in. They'll shove it just out of the reach of Moberg. Willie Stauber, a glove to it. Near side, Blue Golds now on the far side. Almost turned it over right in front of their own net. Now off the glass, but not out. Pointers shove it deep again. David Hill will get there. Hill drags it up, sends it back through the middle. Shot, is it in? Oh no, it ricocheted off a defender. Came in 5-hole on Guchar.
And it got through him.
Got through him, but he's able to clamp the pads and keep it out of the net. Almost a disaster for the Blue Golds.
A weak angled shot deflected right off the Eau Claire defender. Beat Max Guchar 5-hole. Somehow closes it off and stops the puck before getting across the goal line.
All right, Sean, it looks like they've adjusted this Plattsburgh score to back to 2-0. So I don't know if a graphic error
I think it was a graphic
whatever.
error.
Who knows? Blue Golds send it deep. Blue Golds have found a little mojo here in the second period. Wilson Northey, good job for the Pointers here. Got it to Noah Finstrom. He's hammered out on the far side. 13:25 to go in the second. Stevens Point a 2-0 lead, or 2-1 lead. Had a 2-0 lead. Now another turnover here. They'll turn. Fire a shot jammed off well by the Pointer defense. Finstrom with it. Finstrom zips it ahead. Wilson Northey on the far side. He'll try to win a foot race with Dawson Klein. Northey keeps it going to the right direction. Right in front. Jammed. That save made by Guchar as Sean Bunting right in front of the net. Now near side. Another big hit here. Bunting back through on a back check. Broke that one up. Puck slides into the near corner. Centering pass whistles through. Leo Bacalo with it on the far side out high. They'll say stayed in the zone, so Gunrowski behind the net. Pointers getting a little casual with the puck here now. Blue Golds around, they can't hold the puck in. This is actually Eau Claire that sends it all the way down, so no icing. Long range pass ahead. Jordan Fader will get the puck deep here for Stevens Point. Back near side, a little too hot to handle for the Blue Golds. Now it is Peter Jacobs back the other way. Jacobs in, trying to get around. Backhanded shot, chipped out there by Ryan Wagner. Made a save and then pushed the rebound to the near corner. Fader shoves it there. Boy, the jump that the Pointers have had in the first period, Sean, has disappeared. Now Jake Tice with it. He'll feed it deep. Jordan Fader chasing it to the far side. Defender gets there first. Fader back in there. Connor Witherspoon almost had it. Backhanded out here off the far boards by the Blue Golds. Sam Ide back to get it. 8 minutes into the second period. 2-1 is the Stevens Point lead. All right, here is Hennigan. Tried to walk through three defenders. That didn't work. Sam Ide kicks it in, but he's offsides on the far side. We'll get a whistle. 11:50 to go here in the second.
Maybe I'd like to get a little stoppage here, Tom, and reset. Get some new troops on the ice. The Pointers are going to go with that number one line of Poulias, Anderson, and Chirino. McKennigan, Sam Ide will stay out as the defensive pair. Minute 30 to go in Oswego. Plattsburgh up 2-0. Plattsburgh 7th in the pairwise. Oswego was 11th, I believe, when I did this morning.
12th. Like that.
Yep. So they needed to win to get in.
Far side, here's Eau Claire walking it in. McHennigan. Good job here to shake it free. Now zipping it ahead. Fletcher Anderson here side gets through. Anderson coming in, backdoor, coming inside the goal! Fletcher Anderson outweighs Mats Guchar, feeds it to Dawson Chirino, who slides a backhander in off the near post. It's 3-1 Stevens Point.
I can score transition goals, Eau Claire. The Pointers answer with a transition goal himself. Dawson Chirino, what a job of being patient by Fletcher Anderson and dumping it over to Dawson on the weak side. He stick handles forehand, backhand, past Guchar. It'll be Dawson's 7th of the season, and the Pointers have a 2-goal lead back here at Willett Arena.
And Sean Fletcher Anderson now points in 9 straight games. Andrew Poulias with the assist on the first goal, right?
Yes.
He runs his point streak here to 7 games. All right, back into the neutral zone. Stevens Point ahead. Long range pass here through a couple of bodies into the near corner. Big hit here and a pile-up turnover, and comes out high. Green able to get it. Back the other way, 2-on-2. I should say Ryan Green. As Quinn Green out there as well. Up and around. Blue Gold's with it out high. Blue Gold's setting it up here. Back here to the near side. Dawson Klein coming in, shoving a shot. That goes wide. Here's Humberstone around. Humberstone up. Carter Green on the far side turned it. Blue Gold's with it. They'll feed it back. A one-timer coming. Pad save made by Wagner. 10:45 to go here in the second. Stevens Point trying to clear it up the near boards, and I think it ricochets and goes up into the roof. So we'll get a whistle with 10:45 to go. Well, Sean, looks like just under a minute to go here, and Oswego has scored. So we'll keep an eye on these scores here throughout the night. Some are tight, some are not. All right, face-off just outside the the Stevens Point blue line. Controlled by the Blue Golds. Far side, Tyler Love looks to send it in. Gunrowski gets there first. Too hot to handle for Romatario behind the net. Had a wraparound, couldn't get it. Now they center it out in front, cleared out. Good alert stick in front there. Bunting plays the body well. Here comes Finstrom. Noah Finstrom back the other way with Wilson Northey. Finstrom gets free. Fires a shot. Good shot block there by the Blue Golds. That may have stung Blake Kriska. Now turnover shot. Northey cranks it. Guchar a glove save and then drops it down. Boy, a spinning shot there by Wilson Northey, but Guchar alert. Now up ahead, Romatario reads that to prevent an odd man rush back the other way. Pointers hold strong at the blue line. Now steered in. Ryan Wagner with the boot, able to keep that out. Now a turnover, and the puck bounces out high. Here comes Jordan Fader. Fader in on the near side. Player of the year a year ago. Scholar Athlete of the year this year. Witherspoon now near side, looks to center. Pointers try to dig it out. Here's Jake Tice with it. Tied up. And pretzel-like for both of them. A rocket out. Hennigan somehow kept it up. Here's Witherspoon. In on the far side off a skate. Bouncing puck comes to Fader. He'll come in with Tice. Fader with a shot blocked off to the side. Far side it goes. Tice will regain control. Turned it over. Watch out. Here comes Cade Lemmer. Ahead, but the Pointers back to recover nicely. Tice takes a run at him to try to free it up. Sam Ide with it now. 9:20 to go in the second. Stevens Point a 2-1 lead. Here's Jake Tice. Maybe a 3-on-2. Tice content to get it deep. Chirino giving chase. He'll win the foot race. Kicks it out in front. Nobody home. Poulias knocked off the play. Now Fletcher Anderson giving chase. Blue Gold's back the other way. Jordan Randall sends it in deep near corner. Harrison Stewart first to get there. We'll get the media timeout at the next whistle. Up ahead, here's Fletcher Anderson carrying it in. Here's Poulias in behind. Has to spin off. He'll leave it out high. This is Humberstone. He'll fire a shot. Hit a body in front. Humberstone to the rebound in the far corner. Looks to center. Hauled off by a defender there. Eau Claire clears it out. Harrison Stewart calms it down and goes off the near wall to Chirino. He'll cycle at center ice. Chirino through a collision, and it comes free to Poulias. Poulias keeps it going. Poulias tries to get to a backhander. Instead brings it out high to Harrison Stewart. Stewart with a shot. Pad save. Man, rebound there. Backhanded shot. Cleared out by the Blue Golds to the far corner. And we'll get what? An interference call?
They're going to say a hand pass on Eau Claire, Tom. Oh. Yeah, I thought you could argue an interference call, but we're going to get the media timeout. Or are they going to say no change because of the hand pass? And we're going to keep going.
And I think we should get the media timeout, right?
Yep, we should. Or are they going to keep playing because of the hand pass, Tom? I'm not quite sure how that all shakes out.
Yeah,
Coach Krieger wants to keep going, obviously.
Yep,
and that's what they're going to do here. That's what they're going to do here. They're going to say,
when it's a no-change situation, it's no media time.
Right. Well, it's an advantage for the offensive team, right,
Yep,
Tom? So
exactly. Yep.
You got to keep that going in that favor. It's not kind of a even stoppage in play. So offensive zone face-off here for the Pointers as Isaac Moberg takes the draw.
Off the face-off, Blue Golds feather it around. Shots on goal 14-9 in favor of the Pointers. Junker to Aromatario. He'll get to the red line. Moberg gets it deep. Pointers doing a little better job getting pucks deep here in the last couple of minutes, but Eau Claire flips it up high and somehow gets through the roof. Aromatario first to get there, and a Blue Gold blows a tire on the far side. Aromatario ahead, David Hill slows it down. He'll come in with Moberg. Hill getting free. Hill firing a shot. That's deflected. Junker holds the rebound. He'll turn and wire it back behind the net, out of the reach of Moberg. First to get there is Blake Kriska. Near side, Sam Ide holds it in. First with a knee, then with a stick, and then front of the bench sends it deep again. Pointers touch up. Guchar goes high to get a stick around it again. Now coming through the neutral zone. Pointers scored it down. Wilson Northey almost popped it to his forehand. Near corner now, Eau Claire muscles for it. Stevens Point will try to dig it out here. Wilson Northey in there with Sean Bunting. Hennigan pokes in on the far side to hold it up in the far corner, right in front of the Zamboni door. Now, Blue Gold defender lost a stick. Pointers ahead. Bunting wires a shot that gets deflected up into the netting and out of play.
And Guchar kind of waved at it too, Tom, so now we'll get the media timeout here with the Pointers up by 2.
That it is. 7:11 to go in the second. 3-1 Stevens Point on the Pointers Sports Network.
UWSP Athletics would like to thank Century World, the valued sponsor of Pointers Athletics. Nestled in the heart of central Wisconsin, Century World is a great place to hold your next event. With breathtaking facilities coupled with a wide variety of packages and amenities to deliver an exceptional experience, and with an award-winning 18-hole golf course with rolling greens to the famous Flower Hole, Century World consistently ranks as one of the best destination golf courses in the nation. For more information, visit centuryworld.com. WIAC Ice Hockey Championships are brought to you by Quick Trip, a proud sponsor of the WIAC Athlete of the Week program. Stop by Quick Trip for healthy snacks from the fresh case, fully stocked with fruits, yogurt, salads, and sandwiches. Quickery Bake Shop breads, bagels, donuts, muffins, and cookies are made fresh from scratch every day in their own bakery in La Crosse. And Quick Rewards is Quick Trip's loyalty program. Check out quickrewards.com for more information. Quick Trip, big on fresh, low on price, a proud sponsor of the WIAC.
All right, back here at KB Willett Arena, 7:11 to go in the second. Stevens Point, a 3-1 lead. Little punch, counter punch, counter punch.
Great answer. What has been, one of the stories for the Pointers all year, answering back in the face of adversity. They do a great job of kind of weathering the Blue Gold storm. Oh, quick shot here.
Shot off the face-off, rocketed wide. Sam Ide with a shot now that hit Sean Bunting on the way through. Bunting near corner. Now to Noah Finstrom. Finstrom looks to center. He'll push it into the near corner. And it's Bunting getting set for another shot around to the far side. For Eau Claire, Colin Stein around is able to clear it out. Back loose in the neutral zone. Pointers wire it in again. Bunting after it. Bunting pokes it free in the near side. Should have been a penalty. I don't know how that is not a penalty, and now it's going to be Eau Claire back the other way. Ty Reedman. Boy, Bunting, an awkward, I don't know, was it the stick or the leg that, Stevens Point will lift it up into the neutral zone. They have let him play here tonight, that's for sure. Far side, a long-range pass ahead. Eau Claire digs it in. Cleared back out on the far side. Tice to Bunting. He'll hammer it ahead for Tice off the far wall. That goes too far. Back the other way. We got a bunch of finals that have just gone here. Well, next whistle here, because we've got some tickets punched. Up the near side. Pointers clear it around a defender. That's Carter Green. Coming back, Dawson Klein ahead. Far side, Pointers read that again and send it deep again. Humberstone. Just under 6 minutes to go here in the second. Stevens Point, a 3-1 lead. Humberstone now up. He'll hold it in. Far side, centering for Fader. That's broken up. Kick back. Here come the Blue Golds back the other way. Leo Bacala ahead. Ridden away again. Witherspoon with it. Witherspoon for Humberstone. Back to Witherspoon to Humberstone in the far corner. He'll go behind the net now to Witherspoon. trying to set up Fader. Shot fired, shot blocked there. Blue Golds can't clear it out. Fletcher Anderson holds it. Anderson wheeling with the puck far side. He'll send it near side of Romatario coming in, firing a shot. Pad save made by Guchar. Had that labeled for the far post. Now Jordan Fader with it as the Pointers really putting the forecheck jam on here. Eau Claire still can't clear it out. Gunrowski, he'll send it in front, bouncing puck. Anderson chops forward in the far corner. Looks to center for Poulias. Far corner, Anderson keeps it going. Half ball on the far side. Now to Chirino, he'll walk in. A backhander to the far corner to Poulias. To Chirino behind the net. He's got a retreat to get it. He does, far side. Now coming in, Witherspoon holds. He'll set, fires a shot. May have hit a body in Poulias on the way through. Poulias with it out high again. Near side of Romatario. Moline coming right up the middle. Poulias, a shot, pad save made by Guchar. Held in by Gunrowski with a high stick, and they'll blow that dead here with 4:43 to go in the second. That was close.
That was a close one, just a tick high, but a good pressure by the Pointers. Eau Claire is going to get off the hook with a high sticking call, so both teams change, but a great shift by the Pointers to get some offensive pressure.
All right, here we go. Hobart is in, 5-1 over Babson, final. Plymouth State is in, 5-2, a final over Worcester State. Utica is in, a 5-3 win over Nazareth. And Plattsburgh is in, a 2-1 win over Oswego, and that Plattsburgh win helped some folks in the at-large arena.
Correct.
We'll get more on that. Far side, Hennigan chipped it free for a minute. Now Connor Schmuel off to the races again. Leaves it far side, 4:28 to go here in the period. Now Blue Gold send it deep. Hennigan gets there. Hennigan to the near side, shoves it ahead for Isaac Moberg. Good job by Isaac to clear off the near wall. Quinn Green sends it to the far side ahead. That's intercepted, read by Hennigan. Cross the red line off a glove and back in. Another puck deep here by the Pointers here on the near side. Long range pass ahead. Oh boy. On the far side was Jack Johnston, but a defender in front of him, Quinn Green, I think, played it away from him. Pointers up, but not out on the far side. Blue Golds walk in, shot fired, that wires through. Near corner, shot blocked here on the near side, still can't be cleared out. That goes off a skate. Humberstone behind the net. Brett Humberstone for Stevens Point lifts it up to the neutral zone. Over a defender, they will say no icing call.
You can hear the whole bench.
Pointer bench with an emphatic no. Now near side, here's Eau Claire trying to get some space. Far side, they'll send it deep. 3.5 to go in the second. Stevens Point, a 3-1 lead. Centering pass, side of the net. Blocked off by Harrison Stewart. Humberstone in there. Another jam at. Backhanded shot goes to the back door where Eau Claire had Peter Jacobs wide open but couldn't get a shot off. They're really working the puck here. Shot save made by Ryan Wagner. And he will get down and cover it up. And then a player, Humberstone, in there, tied up as some players go flying over Ryan Wagner. Tell you what, Sean, the last thing you want to do here is get yourself into retaliation and gives a power play up here.
Don't need to do any of the extra stuff. Skate away. Both teams know that. And where we're at with this whole thing, Tom, nothing's going to get you far with that. So we'll continue to move on here. 5-on-5 with 3:17 remaining in the period. Both teams tallying here in the second. And the most recent goal, Dawson Chirino, his 7th of the year. Anderson and McKennigan at 8:29 get the assists to give the Pointers an all-important 2-goal lead.
3:17 to go here. Sean Adrian is rolling 7-1 over Aurora. So that helps the at-largers with another chalk. And still looking like no live stats from the Twin Ports. Blue Golds hold it in, but Evan Junker reaching to keep it going. He's with Jordan Fader. Fader swats it off the far boards. Behind the net, Jake Tice forces a turnover. Center again, Fader with a shot fought off by Guchar. Here's Witherspoon to the rebound. Boy, this line is close, Sean, a couple of times. Tice muscles it up in the near corner again. Witherspoon in, pokes it free. Witherspoon hops around a check. Fader tied up again. Delayed penalty call coming up here. What do we have here? A cross-checking call on who? It's a Jake Tice with a cross-checking call. Will put the Blue Golds on the power play. Is it Augsburg up 3-1? Does that look like?
Yep, and they're on the power play too, with about 5 minutes to go in the second period.
All right, so Blue Golds, a power play here, 2:41 to go.
Gotta be strong here.
Off the face-off, Blue Golds carve it out high. Dawson Klein Klein feeding it. Sammy Martell. Martell, a couple of big goals in the semifinal game last week against Superior. Late power play in the period. Shot changed direction. I think that got a piece of Poulias on the way through. He'll hustle to it on the near side. Poulias tries to clear it out. Held in nicely here by the Blue Golds. Bouncing puck to the far side. Now far side. Now back out to the point. Dawson Klein near side. A one-timer. That's rifled wide. Hill trying to poke it free for Stevens Point on the far side. Eau Claire back to the point. Klein near side to Quinn Green. Back to Klein. Klein got the overtime winner in game 1. Now they cycle it around, trying to walk it in low. Humberstone forces him to reset. 1:10 to go in the power play. Dawson Klein again coming in. Shot fanned on. Behind the net, Green. They feed it to the far side. Ryan Green after it again. Now they go far corner. 1 minute to go in the Blue Gold power play. Out high it goes. Sammy Martell. Near side. Back to Martell at the point. 50 seconds to go on the power play. They'll come back through into the feet. Now back out high again. No, still not a shot. Blocked off there by Poulias again. They'll go to the far corner, try to play the body. Sammy Martell out high. Saucers it near side. Back out to the point on the far side for Klein. Now they'll come one-time shot. A headhunter. That got around. Here's David Hill hustling. Can't jam it out on the far side. Harrison Stewart keeps it alive. Ryan Green in the far corner comes. Here's David Hill with it now. He will hammer it down the length of the ice.
Pointers got to hustle here on the change.
I'm not sure, though. They're only going to change one now. Here's Poulias turnover. Firing a shot deflected up and out of play into the netting with 59 seconds remaining in the period and 18 seconds remaining in the Blue Gold power play.
The freshman goaltender for Eau Claire, Max Kuchartom, just turned it right over to Poulias as Eau Claire had the Pointers caught in the middle of a penalty kill change with the long change. Thank you.
Didn't mean to sell you short here, partner, but Pointer profile coming up with Noah Finch.
Yes, that's okay.
Coming up.
That is a big game, dude.
Big game.
Rather talk about the game.
Yep, that's coming up. Between periods, back in the lineup for the Pointers tonight. All right, Eau Claire. A long-range pass ahead. They'll pull it into the near side. Reedman tried to kick it to his forehand. Pointers will get it and dump it down again. 5 seconds to go. 45 seconds remaining on the period. Back at 5-on-5. Tice out of the penalty box. Got to finish the period strong here. Jordan Fader with it. He'll hold it and look to reverse back. He'll come to Sam Ide. Ide back to Fader. Carries it into the left wing. Tice to the front of the net. Shot deflected. Good stick there by the Blue Golds. Deflected it up and out of play.
Willie Stauber, good deflection up into the netting. Get an offensive zone face-off. And you're seeing here as this game is wearing on, Eau Claire really doing a job of trying to fly two forwards and try to catch the Pointers. So getting pucks deep and getting to work on the puck possession game is just going to continue to become so key for the Pointers.
27 seconds remaining in the period. Moberg after throws it in front. Bunting whiffed on it. Blue Golds get it. They may have a 3-on-2, but they can't get it out cleanly. Instead, they hammer it ahead. It ends up off the helmet. Now the Blue Golds turn it over, or force a turnover. Stevens Point here, wiring with it. They'll bounce it up. Not far enough for icing call. 8 seconds remaining. Almost slid it right to Cody Moline. Blue Golds ahead. They'll shove it in the near side with 3 seconds to go. 40 minutes in the books. Stevens Point will take a 2-goal lead to the third period with a ticket to the NCAA dance on the line here. What an answer by the Pointers, Sean, after the Blue Golds got on the board.
Yeah, the Blue Golds came out, threw a big punch in the opening 5 minutes, tallied a transition goal. The Pointers said, you want to score a transition goal? We can do the same thing. Beautiful 2-on-1 between Fletcher Anderson and Dawson Chirino. Chirino finishes the job and gives the Pointers an all-important 2-goal lead going into the final 20 minutes here at Willett Arena.
That they will. All right.
Whew. Gonna take a breath, buddy.
We'll take a break. Come back, get your recap. Get you some final scores, plus a Pointer profile with Noah Finstrom, the junior out of New Baltimore, Michigan. That's coming up as well. 3-1 Stevens Point after 2 here on the Pointer Sports Network. Len Dudas Motors is your trusted Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealership in Stevens Point. Check out their large selection of new and used vehicles, or come in for a test drive. Ask questions about your financing, browse their inventory, or schedule the service you need to keep your vehicle running for years to come. From the time you enter the showroom, you can expect to be treated like family each and every visit. Len Dudas Motors, 3305 Main Street, Stevens Point.
In guys' hair, game day is every day. That's why the expert stylist at Sport Clips Haircuts study their playbooks with a fine-toothed comb.
Taylor, square face, wavy hair. What's the play?
1/8 inch mid-fade to 1 inch texture top with finishing details with a hard part and a tapered neckline, Coach.
Nice.
The Sport Clips stylist, they know no two guys are ever alike, unless they're twins. Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Show off your Pointer pride with the Affinity Debit Card exclusively from U.S. Bank. The Affinity Debit Card isn't just for students. Parents, alumni, faculty, and other fans can show their spirit too. Visit usbank.com/UWSP to get your Pointer Affinity Debit Card today. Or visit the campus branch location in the Dreyfus University Center Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. U.S. Bank, the official banking partner of UW-Stevens Point.
The WIAC Ice Hockey Championships are brought to you by Culver's. Welcome to Delicious. Culver's congratulates the WIAC on its long history of athletic success and outstanding academic accomplishments. Over 5,000 student athletes compete in WIAC sports, and Culver's recognizes the student athletes of the WIAC for their hard work, dedication, and commitment to excellence on and off the field. Culver's is proud to be a sponsor of the WIAC, the Conference of Champions.
Hi, back here at KB Will Arena in Stevens Point. Tom Weaver, Sean McMahon, our second intermission. Stevens Point, a 3-1 lead. This WIAC Commissioner's Cup. Automatic bid to the NCAA tournament once again on the line. Again, those of you that don't remember, what was it, 10 years ago, the WIAC went their own way, broke off from the NCHA, and then Stevens Point really has gotten the better of it with a bunch of NCAA and a couple of national championships as part of the deal. Eau Claire's been in the tourney a couple times as well, but now the automatic bid back with the legislation changes that happened a year ago. All right, Pointers got on the board, minute 15 into the game. Harrison Stewart, second of the year from Andrew Poulias. 1-0 Stevens Point. Isaac Moberg is second of the year from Cody Moline at 4:19. Pointers outshot the Blue Golds 7-4 in the first period. Blue Golds then showed some life. Quinn Green on an unbelievable setup from Connor Schmuel. Jack Johnston also credited with an assist at 5 minutes. Eau Claire cut the gap to 2-1. But Pointers with a great answer 3 minutes, 29 seconds later. Dawson Sherino is seventh of the year, set up by Fletcher Anderson. Nick Hennigan also credited with an assist. 3-1 Stevens Point after 2. Pointers outshoot the Blue Golds 10-6 in the second period. Blue Golds 0 for 2 in the power play, credited with one shot. Stevens Point is 0 for 1 in the power play, yet to get a shot there. Max Guchar makes 9 second period saves for a game total of 14, and Ryan Wagner 5 second period saves for a game total of 9. Eau Claire winning 57% of the faceoffs so far. All right, other scores. Augsburg, we believe, has extended their lead. Yep, 4-1 now for the Augies over St. Scholastica on the road. Is that end of 2? Yep.
Yeah, end of 2, 4-1.
All right, Adrian is now leading Aurora by a score of 8-1 with about 7 minutes to go there. Finals, Endicott is in, beating Curry 6-0. Hobart is in, beating Babson 5-1. Plymouth State is in 5-2. Plattsburgh is in, beating Oswego 2-1, and Utica is in, beating Nazareth 5-3. NESCAC will play their finals tomorrow. A ho-hum matchup between the 7-seed Bowdoin and the 8-seed Williams for their championship game tomorrow afternoon. Sean, if you're fans of the University of New England, Norwich, Eau Claire, Babson, even as far back as Geneseo, as far as the pairwise things go, very interesting results coming here with a lot of chalk going so far early on. All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, Sean's Pointer Profile with the junior out of New Baltimore, Michigan, Noah Finstrom. Stevens Point a 3-1 lead after 2 here on the Pointer Sports Network.
Hey sports fans, if supportive teammates, a great culture, and an honest shot at advancement make for a win, then you'll be victorious when you join Skyward's award-winning team. You'll help put powerful data in the hands of school leaders who serve over 7 million students around the world. Innovation, collaboration, and fun are all a part of the Skyward culture. So what are you waiting for? Apply today at skyward.com/careers and join more than 275 Pointer alumni at Skyward.
Want to get your degree and stay debt-free? With the Wisconsin Army National Guard, you can get paid to be a full-time student with their 100% tuition reimbursement program. You can join the Guard, be a part-time soldier, and earn a degree. Call Sergeant First Class Mike Parks at 920-279-7527 or visit NationalGuard.com to learn more. The Wisconsin Army National Guard, a proud sponsor of Pointers Athletics.
Snow Pilot is our winter seasonal. Autosphere has a tremendous body. The malt feels great. What I like is the nuttiness that it gets from the Maris Otter malt. Pistachio just comes through like you wouldn't believe. It's almost dessert-like. This is absolutely a winter beer. And if you ever have a campfire in the middle of winter, this is what you want in your glass. It's just great.
Warm up this winter with a Snow Pilot from Point Brewery.
And continuing tonight with our Pointer hockey coverage in the WIAC Championship Game, we continue with our Pointer profiles, and tonight's the junior forward from New Baltimore, Michigan, Noah Finstrom. And Finney, good to see you back in the lineup tonight. Obviously, as we're talking, the game is going on, but let's just talk a little bit about your junior year. You get a little dinged up, but now you're back and ready to roll. I can only think that you're very, very excited for the opportunity at hand this evening.
Yeah, excited is definitely an understatement. I'm definitely ready to be back, and I'm very fortunate to be back in the lineup.
Your junior year flying right along here, and just when you see your game coming along, you get dinged up.
Yeah.
Talk about that a little bit at your first half of your season, and then kind of working through this rehab process.
The first half of the season, I was expecting more, I guess, but I was rolling along there at the end, and I was just pumped to see the boys winning. And then, I got a shoulder injury against Eau Claire about 5.5 weeks ago, and I gotta say, gotta give a thumbs up to our training staff. They've been doing a great job with my rehab and getting me ready for this game. So I'm extremely fortunate to be back.
And the speed. When we think of Noah Finstrom, we talk about the speed and playing center with this hockey team. Not only just rehabbing the shoulder, but getting your skating legs under you. How difficult has that been the last couple of weeks to kind of get your endurance up? There's two different healthies. There's your healthy, and then there's hockey healthy.
Of course. Well, our coach Cromer, he's been bagging me the past 2 weeks, so that's helped a lot. That's helped a great amount. So my legs feel good. So I would say I'm back to game shape, which is nice.
Well, Coach Crom, what does he run, like a half marathon every day? That's easy stuff for him, right?
Yeah. So sometimes he even bags himself with us. So he makes us look kind of crappy sometimes, but he's helped me a lot, and he's got my legs back for sure.
With your unique perspective here out the last 5 weeks or so, what have you seen change with this hockey team in the last 3-4 weeks to really get rolling and be in a really good position come this weekend?
I would say just putting a full 60 together in the O zone and in the D zone. We struggle with, we tended to go down first in the first half of the season, and then as the season went on, we really put it together, and we're just so deep. We have 4 lines, like 8D, that just can go all night, and that's the biggest difference right now, is that everybody's going, and it's a complete 60 minutes.
And you guys are kind of getting healthy at the right time. I know that Jeremy's back. Jeremy's close. You got Connor Witherspoon back a couple weeks ago. Now you're back, kind of getting healthy and hitting your stride right at the right time.
Yeah. The pieces are getting put together in the puzzle, so that's a nice thing to see.
All right. Who are your roommates this year?
My roommates, I'm in upper stand. I got Sean Bunting and Connor Witherspoon, and then in the lowest part of stand we have Cody Moline, McCunnigan, and Quinn.
Okay. What do you guys like to do off the ice?
Well, I don't know why, but we've been getting into reality TV shows, and we've been getting into what's it called? Too Hot to Handle and Love Island. I don't know why, but it's just something to put on the TV when the boys are just lounging around. So it's entertaining. I think Spooner is the one that likes it the most, so we like to keep him happy.
Okay. Well, I mean, you got to keep him happy, right?
Oh yeah.
If you could max out a credit card, and there was a store that you wanted to max out a credit card, what store would that be?
Oh, that's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
I would say, honestly, I would go Macy's or Nordstrom. They got a little bit of everything.
Okay.
So, I would go there and, see how much damage I can do.
Burn up some swag, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Maybe get some designer stuff if they got anything, but, I'm more of like a champion I'm a comfy over style guy.
That seems to be the trend. Even my first grader is very comfy, champion Under Armour clothes type situation.
Yep.
If there was one place you could go and you had 24 hours, where would that be?
Ooh. You know what?
What would you do?
I would go to Monaco, and I would go during the F1 Grand Prix. I'm a big racing fan, and
love that.
Yeah, back to the TV shows. We've been watching Drive to Survive, which is a documentary on the F1 series.
Yes.
So, I would definitely see what I can do in Monaco.
That is good. That is good stuff. You got any insight for this weekend? Opening weekend, right?
Yeah, opening weekend. Red Bull looks fast. Mercedes is kind of dealing with a little stuff right now, but Red Bull is kind of in a league of their own. And then I would say my dark horse is Aston Martin.
Okay. Yes, the King's on that team, right?
Oh yeah,
absolutely. Let's switch gears back to hockey a little bit. Let's talk about this week in practice. Obviously, you're back in the mix and getting ready to go for this Eau Claire game. What are a couple things that you guys worked on over the week to get you ready for tonight?
We focused a lot on 5-on-5, just D-zone, a lot of D-zone. Eau Claire is a great rush transition, and they got some shooters on their team, so big emphasis on D and a lot on power play as well. So, we've been really diving into film and dissecting what they do best and what they do worst, and a lot of 5-on-5.
Your power play is getting sneaky good here, all the way up
definitely.
to first in the country, top 35, or first in the conference, top 35 in the country. What do you guys? What's clicking? You've been able to watch it from afar. What's your intake on that?
I would say a lot of confidence. We do a lot of practice. In practice with power play, and stuff's just clicking, and a lot of chemistry has been building. So we got a lot of great talent on this team, and it's finally clicking. So that's really good to see.
All right. By the time this interview runs, it's going to be the second intermission. Give me a couple keys for a good third period, and man, a WIAC championship. And I can't believe I'm going to say this: an automatic bid to the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, that's the goal. And down the stretch, third period, definitely defensively sound, and just getting pucks in deep. Hopefully, we go into the third with a lead, and from there, we'll just work on D and keeping that puck out of the net.
5-on-5 is the key tonight, isn't it?
Definitely.
All right, Noah. Thanks so much. Great seeing you back in the lineup. We'll catch up with you down the road.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, that was Noah Finstrom, the junior forward from New Baltimore, Michigan. More Pointer hockey coming up on the Pointer Sports Network.
Len Dudas Motors is your trusted Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealership in Stevens Point. Check out their large selection of new and used vehicles, or come in for a test drive. Ask questions about your financing, browse their inventory, or schedule the service you need to keep your vehicle running for years to come. From the time you enter the showroom, you can expect to be treated like family each and every visit. Len Dudas Motors, 3305 Main Street, Stevens Point.
In guys' hair, game day is every day. That's why the expert stylists at Sport Clips Haircuts study their playbooks with a fine-toothed comb.
Taylor, square face, wavy hair. What's the play?
1/8 inch mid-fade to 1 inch texture top with finishing details with a hard part and a tapered neckline, Coach.
Nice! The Sport Clips stylists, they know no two guys are ever alike, unless they're twins. Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Show off your Pointer pride with the Affinity Debit Card exclusively from U.S. Bank. The Affinity Debit Card isn't just for students. Parents, alumni, faculty, and other fans can show their spirit too. Visit usbank.com/UWSP to get your Pointer Affinity Debit Card today. Or visit the campus branch location in the Dreyfus University Center Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. U.S. Bank, the official banking partner of UW Stevens Point.
The WIAC Ice Hockey Championships are brought to you by Culver's. Welcome to Delicious. Culver's congratulates the WIAC on its long history of athletic success and outstanding academic accomplishments. Over 5,000 student athletes compete in WIAC sports, and Culver's recognizes the student athletes of the WIAC for their hard work, dedication, and commitment to excellence on and off the field. Culver's is proud to be a sponsor of the WIAC, the Conference of Champions.
All right, both teams back on the ice. We are set. 20 minutes to go. 20 minutes to a ticket to the NCAA tournament. Stevens Point trying to get there for the 16th time. Eau Claire, the 4th. And off the opening draw, we are set. 3-1 is the Stevens Point lead. Jordan Fader poking for it here for Stevens Point. Blue Gold's answer back the other way. Long range shot in. Ryan Wagner with a save and no rebound. Gotta believe that the Blue Gold is going to come out swinging here.
Oh, absolutely. They really did a nice job in the opening 5 minutes of the second period, able to get a goal and kind of push the Pointers. But the Pointers slowly got their feet back in that later half of the second period, and again, able to answer and restore that 2-goal lead.
That it is. Long range shot through traffic, side of the net, and a blocker save made again by Ryan Wagner here on the near side. Jordan Fader lost an edge here. He'll just chip it ahead. Jake Tice in there. He took a shot up high, but got the puck deep. Opening 30 seconds here. Well, this crowd just waiting for something to blow up here, right? Long range shot, shoulder to side by Ryan Wagner. Behind the net, Humberstone ricochets to Harrison Stewart, and a defender with a stick on it up into the netting in the far corner and out of play. So, Sean, the only game still in question, this one, Augsburg, a 4-1 lead over St. Scholastica. Adrian, 8-1 lead over Aurora, and the NESCAC Championship tomorrow.
Safe to say Curry's in, Tom, as an large bid out east.
You know, I just don't see them dropping that far.
Especially playing, a top 5 team today.
We'll see. You know, they got the help, though.
Yep.
With Plattsburgh getting knocked out. All right, Dawson Chirino gets free, throws it side of the net toward Poulias. Out high to Humberstone. Brett Humberstone. He'll wire a shot to goal! A C&I shot. Brett Humberstone near side. Upper right corner again on Guchar. Stevens Point in the opening minute extends the lead to 3.
Tom Guchar never saw it. Nice job with the Pointers to get pucks in, get players in front of the freshman goaltender Guchar. A little wrister by Brett Humberstone, his second of the year. And the Pointers have a 3-goal lead with 19 minutes to go in the game at 4-1.
Wow. Sean, you saw it here. It got through cleanly, and he never saw it.
It was a perfect angle for us. We saw it the whole way. Kuchar never moved, and it found the back of the net.
All right, Evan Junker hustling. Behind the net it goes, around the wall near side, Eau Claire. Clears it out, Junker hustling to get back. Evan Junker ahead, Isaac Moberg too strong for him. Blue Gold's Dawson Klein back to get it. Long range pass in, got through Ryan Green. Evan Junker. Near side, David Hill back to the middle. Moberg back with Moline. Moline right side, cuts to the middle. Moline coming, shot deflected up into the net and get out of play. Sean, fair to say we've talked about this a couple of times here. Man, has the return of the automatic bid changed everything. Even the second half of the season.
Yes.
You know,
everybody
the
playing
games
hard.
were a nail biter, and you know, I mean, there were some teams that had mailed it in because they knew they had nothing going on, and it has been everything that you could expect. And nothing worse than that, leaving here on Saturday night after winning or losing and not sure. You will know here in 18 minutes and 20 seconds. Blue Gold's, of course, going to try to change the equation here. Far side, Wilson Northeast sends it deep again. Back behind the net, turnover almost in front of their own net. Blue Gold's are going to stretch things out a little bit here. Hennigan ahead. Here's Noah Finstrom on the far side. Finstrom coming in. Wilson Northeast, a shot blocked by the Blue Golds. And what do we have here? Did the puck go up and get one of the Blue Golds? That almost looks, Sean, like a ricochet that came up underneath the mask. Or something up high. Blue Gold training staff out. 17:56 to go in this one.
Well, hopefully everything will be okay,
and I
Tom.
believe it's Aaron Swanson. So what do we have? Officially Brett Humberstone with his, second of the year? From Andrew Poulias and Dawson Chirino. As they keep rolling.
Man, that line, Tom.
Yeah.
Goodness.
All right, I misspoke here, and I always hate it when I do that. It is Jordan Randall that will come off here. So he looks to come, and it looks like something caught him, and I don't know. Let's see. Not a whole lot of noise from the Blue Gold bench. So I think it was the puck.
Yep, inadvertent puck deflection.
Or a stick that maybe rode up the shaft or something like that. Who knows? 17:56 to go in this one. 4-1 the Stevens Point lead. Harrison Stewart ahead. Jake Tice swipes it deep. Near side, Connor Witherspoon digs it free for a minute. Jordan Fader. Boy, he's cycling like the Jordan Fader of old. I know he was dinged up early in the year, but boy, he's going out down the stride here. Trying to captain his team back to the NCAA tournament. Now turnover here. Blue Golds end up with it near side. Nick Teckel looks to send it in. Back the other way. Humberstone leads the charge back. Chirino in, and a whistle and an offsides. 17:22 to go here. This has been, not a ton of offensive chances here.
Well, a couple of transition goals, both sides. Pointers have a couple. Eau Claire's only goal was a transition goal, and then 2 seeing eye shots from the point by the Pointer defensive core. As Coach Krieger always say, as our defensive core, we go.
Yep.
And they are going.
All right, here's Nick Gunrowski, a backhander around Fletcher Anderson. Where to go? Straight up in the air. Now Gunrowski reaching for it again. Really hustling with it. Connor Schmuel after it. Far side. Now long range shot coming in. Shot. Ryan Wagner smothers a couple of shots. Side of the net battling again. Now Wagner trips over one of his own defenders. Scrambling to get back to his feet, and he does. Klein walks it in the near side. He'll try to center it. Shot fired. Another shot blocked by the Pointers here. Jack Johnston after it. Throws it out high. Around far side. Fletcher Anderson going to get it. Anderson lifts it up high into the neutral zone. Glove down by the Blue Golds. Not far enough for a change here. Far side, Anderson gets in the way of the wall. Dawson Chirino, Fletcher Anderson trying to flip it ahead, but strong play at the red line here by the Blue Golds. Sends it back. Aromatario ahead to Isaac Moberg near side. Back through to the middle. Turned it over. Here's Ryan Green. Fletcher Anderson picks his pocket and sends it into the roof, and we'll get a whistle. 16:19 to go here in the third, and man, Sean, it just feels like this clock is in slow motion.
It does. Lots of stop and starts. We'll keep the last game to go final out east is that NCHA Championship game, the 1 seed Adrian, as they come in to tonight tied for 4th in the pairwise with Curry against Aurora. They have to win to get in. The 2 seed came back in the 3rd period last Saturday night at home against St. Norbert to get them to the NCHA Championship game.
Ricochets off some traffic, so Ryan Wagner takes no chances and covers.
And the Bulldogs have that game firmly in hand.
8-1.
8-1 with about 3 minutes to go in that game in Adrian.
All right, face off to the right side now. Moberg around. Humberstone will get there. Tried to clear it out. Here is Cody Moline hustling after it to ward off an icing call. Blue Golds will get it. Moberg wires that one up on the far side. Sam Ide gloves it down, but gloved it. Tried to get it to his forehand. Now Hennigan sweeps it around. Near side, 2-on-2. Here comes Moberg. Back the other way with Moline again. Moline puts the brakes on through a check. Still on his feet. Fires a shot. That's blocked. Here's McHennigan walks in. Fires a shot. Another shot blocked by the Blue Golds. Boy, there's going to be some ice bags needed by the Blue Golds here tonight in the shot block department. Now turnover. It squirts free. Wilson Northey back to get it. He'll just shove it back to Sam Ide. Ide ahead. Moberg knocked off the play, but Northey will pick it up and wire it off the glass in. Guchar sends it back around to the far side. Out high, Harrison Stewart. He'll wire a shot. Redirected. Went just wide as, let's see, Sean Bunting got a piece of that. Now Bunting. He'll play it up the near wall. Goes behind the net. Willie Stauber after it. Far corner. Noah Finstrom. Now Northey centers it near side. Humberstone reaches in with an alert stick to keep it going into the near corner. Eau Claire trying to clear out of the zone, but the Pointers hemming him in again. Harrison Stewart, good body position here. Wilson Northey with it, squirted back to the middle. Blue Golds send it ahead, and underneath Jordan Fader. Fader shoves it around to the near side. Blue Golds pick the body up, kick free. Here comes Wilson Northey, 3-on-2. Harrison Stewart, Noah Finstrom, but Wilson Northey was out of gas. Dumps it back behind the net. Pointers try to dig it out in the far corner. 14:40 to go here in the third. A 4-1 lead for Stevens Point. NCAA tournament bid on the line. Blue Golds, they will float it up to the near corner. They will change. Harrison Stewart leads the charge out. Now ricochets. Watch out here. Can the Blue Golds hold it in? They do. Pointers, however, able to regroup and shove it ahead. And Pointer's bench trying to get the offsides call here. Is that what that was?
Yes, it was.
Shades of loose. Sent in deep to the far corner. Evan Junker behind the net shoves it around. Loose in Lake Placid, right?
Goodness,
there you go.
yeah.
All right, here's Serino. He'll get some open ice. Walks a defender. Dawson Serino coming in, spun around, leaves it for Tice. Back to Pulias, and couldn't pull the trigger there. Far side for Eau Claire. Nick Teckel brings it in. Teckel walks around. Ide comes in. Ryan Wagner swats that aside. Sam Ide, he's had a really strong game here tonight. Pairs it up behind the net. Pulias tries to dig it out. Konrowski in to help out as well. Sam Ide down in the ice, covering a lot of space. Up the near side. Blue Goals will get to it first. Quinn Green a shot. Long range through. Redirected. Where'd it go? Out front. Konrowski with it. Straight in the air. He'll get it to Fletcher Anderson. Anderson back far side. Pulias shoves it in. Blue Goals put the brakes on it. Pointers sent it in, but they're off sides. And, oh boy, a high elbow on the far side. On Pulias. Is that what it is?
It is. No hands up. No one saw it.
Yeah. Long range pass here. Here's Isaac Moberg and Cody Moline trying to do it again. Moberg knocked off the play, and it goes up into the Eau Claire bench. We'll get a whistle. 12:59 to go here in the third. About 5 minutes into Duluth.
Augsburg. I don't know if that's an upset, Tom.
No? I think Augsburg Augsburg up for the long-range shot in. Underperformer of the regular season, perhaps.
Yep.
But have figured it out here. They got a senior-loaded group, too, and some extra-year seniors, too. Now Cody Moline. Of course, the Pointers, a 2-1 win over St. Scholastica earlier in the year, and a 4-0 win over Augsburg in the new year. Our side, here's Harrison Stewart. Now to Isaac Moberg in the far corner. Stevens Point a 4-1 lead, 12.5 minutes to go in the third. Now they are just working along the far boards. Moberg and
let the clock
Harrison
run.
Stewart. Our side squirts free. Finally Willie Stauber with it behind the net. He'll come around to the near side to Ryan Green. Our side, Moberg tried to shove it. Green throws it back toward the middle. Watch out here. They'll bring it back near side. A shot wired nowhere near the net. Isaac Moberg will get it. He's content to just flip it out. Played nicely there by Blake Kriska, and he'll send it back in. Near side. Long range pass here. Wilson Northey accelerating. Fights his way to the red line to get it deep. Sent right back by the Blue Golds, however. And here's Evan Junker with a long-range backhander to get it in the zone deep. Noah Finstrom to it. Rattled back around up the boards on the near side by the Blue Golds into center ice. Into the neutral zone on the right wing. Quinn Green sends it deep around. Blue Golds send it right back around. They'll chop it near corner to Green. Green trying to center it. Now Blue Golds go to the top of the far face-off circle out high. Long-range shot through. Great save by Ryan Wagner. Stick save into the netting and no rebound. 11:22 to go in the third.
The face-off will come. Final, Tom and Adrian. So the Bulldogs finish the job over Aurora. They defeat the Spartans 8-1 to click their or punch their ticket into the NCAA tournament.
So the defending champs are back in. Of course, that's something that Jordan Fader, Wilson Northey, and Ryan Wagner
all know about.
All about trying to defend a title. 2019 team still don't believe that whole year happened the way it did.
No.
Jake Tice, what a blast that was. Far side, half wall of those scrum for it. Aromatario, Tice. Who else is in there? Pointers win the battle there and drag it free. Evan Junker now up far side, Aromatario. He'll sling it ahead, and a nifty job by Jake Tice. Stick lift to get the puck, and wave off the icing call there. Blue Golds with it out high. Fader chasing on the forecheck. 10:45 to go. Now Fletcher Anderson lurking for it. Jordan Fader around at center ice. It squirts free. Blue Gold shove it into the far side to Aaron Swanson. Swanson, backhanded shot, pile up to the net. Never got there. Pointers will get it in transition. Pulias. Left wing has Anderson and Ide joining the play. Andrew Pulias comes. Backhander in front. Ide reaching for it. Couldn't come away with it. Blue Gold's trying to fly a forward. Peter Jacobs here. He holds up at the blue line. Backhander in. Hung up behind the net. Ide jams it to the near side. Pulias around. Shot sent wide of the net to the far side. Now another big collision here with Poulias, glove down on the far side, and Fletcher Anderson with a big hit. Chirino almost dug that one free. Blue Golds get it and harpoon it back into the near corner. Sam Ide now on the far side. They'll look to clear it out. And what do we have?
A retaliatory penalty, Tom, on Eau Claire. Stein is going to go to the box,
and
he just got a 10, so he's done. He might as well go right to the bench or to the locker room, as he was swatting at Pointers going to the bench. And he got a 10 and probably a retaliatory hit behind the play. Cross-check to Stein.
And Sean will get the media timeout here. So Pointers headed to the Skyward power play when we come back. 9:58 to go. 4-1 Stevens Point on the Pointers Sports Network.
Sure Tire and Service gets your car done right. Big town savings with a small town smile. State of the art Goodyear service keeps you going mile after mile. We're working to earn your trust. You can count on us. Sure Tire and Service gets your car done right.
WIAC Ice Hockey Championships are brought to you by Quick Trip, a proud sponsor of the WIAC Athlete of the Week program. Stop by Quick Trip for healthy snacks from the fresh case, fully stocked with fruits, yogurt, salads, and sandwiches. Quickery Bake Shop breads, bagels, donuts, muffins, and cookies are made fresh from scratch every day in their own bakery in La Crosse. And Quick Rewards is Quick Trip's loyalty program. Check out QuickRewards.com for more information. Quick Trip, big on fresh, low on price, a proud sponsor of the WIAC.
All right, back the other way. 9:58 to go here. Stevens Point to the Skyward power play. All right, Aromatario around near corner. And Stevens Point with it. Noah Finstrom with it. Finstrom had it poked away. Boy, you can't get too casual here.
Nope. Just like
that.
Tom.
Now they turn it over. They'll come in front. Shot jammed aside. Ryan Wagner with a save and then a second. Up high goes the rebound. Boy, Pointers avert disaster here. Near side they go. Around. Long range shot into the far corner. 1:20 to go on the power play. Now they're trying to get along now. Beautiful back check here by Sean Bunting to keep it going. Into the near corner. And Stevens Point will set it up. 1:05 to go now. Sean Bunting, far side. Out to the point to Hennigan. Hennigan, far side to Witherspoon. He will cycle. Witherspoon now to Hennigan. Eau Claire really coming out to challenge. Oh, come back to Romatario in the near side. The pass back behind him. Off the near wall, near side. Now comes out. Here's Witherspoon. Shoves it. One-timer shot. That's blocked. And Hennigan goes down. Now they'll come back the other way shorthanded. They just missed. Pointers dodge a massive bullet there. All right, behind the net, Blue Golds again run some traffic. Now here's Tice, leaves it to Fletcher Anderson. Anderson holds, and we get a whistle and an offsides. Boy, Sean, just not much going on this power play. You got a chance to really go for the jugular here, and very casual approach to the Skyward power play. All right, face-off will come just outside the Eau Claire blue line on the far side. 26 seconds remaining in the Colin Stein penalty, but again, he's done for the night with the 10-minute misconduct. Hennigan leaves it back to the trailer, Fletcher Anderson. Anderson near side, Fletcher right to the front of the net, bouncing puck, gathers it back in, but was too far behind the net. Now he'll saucer it out high to Hennigan. Hennigan rips it, near side Poulias. Poulias back out high, Hennigan a one-timer, that just missed. Near side, Blue Golds to the rebound, Anderson holds it in for a minute. They may have a 2-on-1, might be a 3-on-2 now, as the man coming out of the penalty box, shot fired, Dawson Chirino. Is it?
No, McHennigan
down, and he paid the price, but deflected the shot up into the netting and out of play.
Yes, he did, Tom. What a play, coming back and able to deflect it with his skate up into the netting. What a defensive play, 4-on-2 coming back with the player for Eau Claire coming out of the penalty box and just snuffed that right out. 7:52 remaining in the hockey game. The Pointers with a 3-goal lead at 4-1.
Off the face-off near side, tied up. Back to 5-on-5, and I think if you're Stevens Point, that's how you'd like to keep it. Behind the net, Harrison Stewart. Ahead. Oh, nifty move here by Isaac Moberg. He'll get it ahead to Moline. Shoves it to David Hill in the near side. Hill wires his shot. Glove save made by Guchar. He'll hang on. 7:32 to go.
Long range shot. David Hill using the defender for Eau Claire as a screen and into the catching glove of Max Guchar. 10 minutes to go in Duluth. Augsburg with the 4-1 lead over St. Scholastica.
Face off to the right side. And the Blue Golds had it for a minute, but Isaac Moberg took it away. He'll go behind the net. Moberg out high. Harrison Stewart rattles it back deep. Here's Cody Moline. And Moline and Isaac Moberg have found a little extra gear here tonight. Near corner, Hill. He'll work it free. Moline lines it up, far side, and body again. And a long-range pass here. Humberstone breaks that up. Eau Claire is parking a forward back here on the Stevens Point blue line.
That's off.
And we will get a whistle with a collision into the net.
Yeah, Johnston got tied up into the net trying to get around Brett Humberstone. Net popped off. It's mooring there. We'll get a face-off as everything will get reset.
Trying to think, Sean, back in the day when you're always trying to put the puzzle together to get to get an at-large bid, which the Pointers and anybody in the WIAC had to do previous to this year, and the thought that Chris Brooks and then at the time assistant coach Trevor Smith came up was you need to get to 20 wins.
Yep, exactly.
And play the right kind of schedule. We'll get more on this in a minute. Yep. So near side, now they'll push it forward. Here's Eau Claire toward the front of the net. Noah Finstrom really battling here. He's taken down in the near corner. That allows Aromatario to get it. He'll slide it ahead. Wilson Northey back the other way. Collision here. Northey off his stride, bunting ahead. And here's Finstrom back with it. Now Wilson Northey again, still keeping it going. Doesn't give up on the play. Eau Claire finally gets it, and it's Leo Bacala coming in. He'll fire a shot. Save made. May have hit part of the outside post. And here's Bacala with it again. He's cycling with it. 6:25 to go here. Shot fired in front of the net. Finstrom picks it up. Back the other way, has numbers. Ahead, Wilson Northey gets it again, then steps out of a freight train as Cade Lemmer had him lined up. 6:13 to go. 4-1 is the Stevens Point lead. Eau Claire brings it out. 2-0 lead for the Pointers. Now they turn it over behind the net, but McHennigan able to restore order. Off the far wall, Jake Tice 3-on-2 here. Fader near side. Jordan Fader. He'll feather it toward the front of the net. Backhanded shot by Witherspoon. Up into the netting and out of play. So, Sean, if you look at the at-large teams.
Yes.
Right now, Curry is in.
Yeah,
they would have 21 wins. Mm-hmm. University of New England and Norwich right now are kind of hanging in there.
Right. They have they're 19-6-2, the both of them. What's the other thing Coach Brooks said is play as many different teams as humanly possible. Yep. He did that.
And you really could argue now the Blue Golds.
They're going to ice them. Oh, they waved it off.
Waved it off. All right. Stevens Point back to get it. McHennigan. I tell you, the things helping the Eau Claire pairwise is a couple of road wins at St. Norbert.
Oh, those are so huge.
Yeah. Fader with it comes in. Boy, and the Pointers won't be thinking about some of the games they gave away here. No. They think about that, too. A million ties, or what seems like a million.
4 ties on the season.
Yep. Now here's Humberstone, but then you also think about the games you turned around, too.
Yes.
All right, far side, Dawson Chirino chips it deep. Coming up on 5 minutes to go here. Stevens Point, a 4-1 lead. Eau Claire able to work it down. Back the other way they'll come. Dawson Klein leading the charge ahead with speed. They'll walk in shot. Pad save made by Ryan Wagner. Rebound in front of the net. Cleared out. Shot jammed at. Shot. Another save made by Wagner. And the crowd gets to their feet here. Still can't clear it out. Blue Golds perhaps with a final push to try to get back in this. Near corner. Poulius waiting for it. They'll scrum forward in the near corner. Poulius in there and gets a cross-checking call. Oh, man. And now Eau Claire retaliates here, and boy, Sean, about the best you can hope for here is even up.
Yep. Hopefully Eau Claire took the extra penalty. but Poulias will get a cross check. A little light on the skates was Eau Claire, but you don't need that, Tom.
No.
Just play the puck. Don't worry about the body. You'll get the face, and you'll just live to see another day. Poulias will go to the box, not happy with the cross-checking call.
Yeah,
I think they
have opened up.
Did Eau Claire even it up?
Let's see what we got.
Or did he get an extra to keep the power play in? Nope, they just said 4-on-4, Tom. So Eau Claire evened it up after the whistle. Thank you very much, Blue Golds. And the Pointers will play 4-on-4 here for the next 2 minutes.
4:35 to go.
Thank you.
And I think Matt Lowen looking for an explanation. Tell you what, their bench has been very quiet here tonight.
It has. They've kind of just gone with it.
All right, looking up in Duluth, what is it, still 4-1?
4-1. 5 minutes to go.
5 minutes to go there. 4-on-4 here. So Poulias off, Connor Schmuel off.
That's one of your better players too, Tom, off in the box. You'll trade that with Poulias.
So Poulias for cross-checking, Schmuel for roughing. 4-on-4. Fletcher Anderson takes the draw. Here's Chirino reaching ahead. Well, keep an eye on Guchar here, Sean, with 4.5 to go, down by 3. And he's coming to the bench. Extra attacker coming on for the Blue Golds, far side, Evan Junker. Junker looks to flip it up. Chirino waits for it. They'll go behind the net. Gonrowski with it. Gonrowski off the glass on the near side, trying to get it out to Chirino on the near side. They will turn. Stauber sends it deep again. Got through Ryan Wagner. He's got to reset up here. Big hit on the far side, freed it up. Chirino chips it ahead, and he's pasted into the far side. Blue Golds pull it back. 4 minutes to go. Extra attacker on gives the Blue Golds a 5-on-4 advantage here. Near side, here comes Quinn Green. Green, near side, muscled off. Far side, Isaac Moberg. Evan Junker at an empty net. Down the length of the ice, just missed. You'll get an icing call. Sean, 3-goal lead, you don't mind that?
Nope. You'll
so
take
much.
That. Yep.
Right?
With the 3-goal lead, absolutely.
3:42, the clock stops here. Stevens Point staring down their 16th NCAA tournament appearance. And the Blue Golds trying to pull one for the ages here. Right off the draw, into the near corner it goes. Gonrowski reaches for it. He will wait. He'll send it the length of the ice. So another icing call here. And the clock ticks away here. 3:33 to go. 58 seconds remaining in the 4-on-4. Moberg, David Hill, Evan Junker, and Nick Gonrowski are the 4 out there for Stevens Point. Moberg will take the draw with Kyle Alexiak. Off the face-off, Blue Golds, extra attacker. Out high, Dawson Klein. Far side, Klein now at the point. Feeds it back to the far side, Quinn Green. Now a long-range shot through, blocker to side by Ryan Wagner. Out to the point again, Klein with it again. 40 seconds to go on the, what is a 5-on-4 advantage with the extra attacker right now. They'll bring it back near side, Sammy Martell. Martell, rolling puck, couldn't calm it. Here's Dawson Klein. He'll come in far side, a one-timer. That's gulfed wide. I don't think Wags picked that up through traffic. Maybe waved the glove at it the last second. Here's Eau Claire walking in, back to Klein out high. Klein pushing it up. They'll center it. Bouncing puck cleared out. Now kept by the Blue Golds, though. Long-range shot. Nope. They'll pass it off near side to Kyle Alexiak. Alexiak with it. 2:40 to go in regulation. Stevens Point, a 3-goal lead. Klein out high. Eau Claire can't pull the gun again. Just not clean passing here. Shot fired. Wagner with a save and no rebound.
That good aggressive play, Tom, by Ryan Wagner. Look where he is at the top of his crease. Gets down in the butterfly. Takes its best shot from Klein of the Blue Golds and swallows it right up in the Pointer emblem in the chest. No rebound whatsoever. 2 seconds remaining on the 4-on-4. So then with this offensive zone face-off, then you would look to have the Blue Golds have that 6-on-5 advantage.
All right, off the face-off near side, Jordan Fader Jake Tice coming off the bench out of the penalty. Pointers still trying to muscle it out. They can't. Now Fader with it again on the near side. Eau Claire gets it to the near corner. Boy, they got a man cutting in. Couldn't hit him. Here's Tyler Love out high. Fires a shot. 2:20 to go. Shot blocked by Fader. Around it goes to the far side. Held in at the point by Kriska. Kriska wide to Tyler Love. Back to Kriska. Far side. Blue Gold set it up. Far face-off circle coming. 6-on-5 advantage here. All kinds of traffic in front. Redirected. Wagner with a save again.
Did he save his best for right now, Tom?
Wow, what a save.
Tekel with a little redirect on a sharp angled shot, and Ryan Wagner read that beautifully. Able to swallow that up in the glove hand and get a stoppage in play.
2:05 to go.
Goodness. Wags has been good here in the third period, Tom, and he's had to be as Eau Claire continues the push.
Face off to the left side of Ryan Wagner. Kicked back. What a play here. Humberstone with it. He is derailed from behind.
They got him.
Watch out here. Got to get out of there because Eau Claire is going to go shorthanded with 1:58 to go. And it's going to be Ryan Green, I believe, with a cross-checking call. Yeah. With 1:58 to go, the Pointers go to the Skyward power play with a 3-goal lead. It's their third of the night, and really have had not much to show for.
No, nothing. And give credit to the Blue Golds, Tom's penalty kill. It's been good. They blocked a ton of shots.
Could argue Blue Gold shorthanded have had a couple chances.
Yes, they have. The Pointers have been a little...
All right, off the face-off, here is Dawson Chirino, near side to Humberstone. Comes back, far side, Fletcher Anderson. Shot, Guchara save. 1:52 to go.
Good save by Max with the... Max Guchar with the stick side, covering it up. And a face-off
to the left side of Max Guchar. Around, here's the Blue Golds. We'll see if Guchar comes out to get it back to even. Near side, they take a run at Humberstone. Now here's Jordan Fader and shot to goal! There is your dagger, Jordan Fader off a turnover. It'll go as a power play goal. Stevens Point is headed back to the NCAA tournament.
Tom, do we just have to talk a little trash about the power play to get it going? As the Pointers jump all over a terrible turnover by the Blue Golds defensive core, goes right to Jordan Fader, the senior captain, with his 4th of the season, forehand, backhand, and the Pointers have a 4-goal lead at 5-1.
All right, 1:41 to go, back to 5-on-5. And Eau Claire will pull it back. What a crowd, what a night. Sam Ide on the far side, up to the far corner, centering pass right in front, reached aside, and penalty call coming up against a point. Oh, man. Oh, for the Blue Golds. Colliding with a defender, then bouncing off of Ryan Wagner, and then the Blue Golds shot it off the helmet.
Shot
of
it
their
off
own
the
player.
Oh, goodness. It's going to be a hooking call on David Hill, but I hope the Eau Claire player is okay. I can't get the number.
He was down on all fours to the side of the net.
27.
And literally, right, it's Jack Johnston.
Oh, goodness.
So he'll go back and off on his own power. So the Pointers will be short-handed now. That means you can ice the puck, my friend. A wise man once said, with a lead late,
take a penalty.
We'll see.
Oh, goodness. Yep, you can ice the puck as much as you want. You would think Guchara would come out, but Coach Matt Lone saying, nope, let's just roll the power play.
4-goal lead here for the Pointers. So what do we have? Junker, Gunrowski, Isaac Moberg, and Jake Tice. We are ready to go. Face off to the left side. Near side, Pointers dig it free. Here comes Evan Junker. Junker into open ice on the far side. He'll get it deep. He'll chase it after. 1:10 to go. Junker. Oh, boy. Awkwardly goes into the end board. Gets back to his feet, however, thank goodness. Jake Tice rifles a shot. That goes wide. 1:05 to go. Claire with it. Back in their own end. Blue Gold send it around far side. They'll clear it ahead. Pointers a little slow on the change here. A minute to go here. Now they'll come walking right in. Shot. Save made by Wagner. Oh, rebound loose to the side of him. Cleared out, though, nicely by the Pointers. A hit in the near corner frees it up. Boy, some stick work active here in the near corner. Diving effort here. Another penalty coming up by Humberstone. Blue Gold's with it. Goaltender off. Extra attacker. 40 seconds to go. Out high. Bouncing puck. Can't hold it. Now the Blue Gold's with it around. They'll send it deep. Behind the net it goes. 21 seconds remaining. 32 seconds remaining. They'll touch it up. And a tripping call coming up here to Humberstone. Never easy enough to just close this thing right out.
Not with this group. As the Pointers will... After Brett Humberstone, Tom, took the puck off the goal line after the shot from Eau Claire got through Ryan Wagner, took the puck off the goal line, and then just got caught out of position, quite frankly.
So, 31.5 seconds remaining.
5-on-3 with an extra attacker, so 6-on-3 advantage here for Eau Claire.
Finstrom, Blue Gold's with it. They throw it right in front of the design play and missed. Cade Lemmer just missed an open net. Romatario after it. 23 seconds remaining. Blue Golds. Top of the point, Dawson Klein. They'll come around with it. Now they'll drag a shot fired, hit the far post. Comes out of the zone, held in. 13 seconds to go. We're in the final 10 seconds. Far side, a hammering shot off the outside of the net. Backhanded chance coming in. 5 seconds to go. Blue Gold's in. Glove save. Ryan Wagner to seal the deal for the Pointers with 3 seconds remaining.
Got 3 seconds to go. Tom, the point. SpongeBob's having some fun behind the net. Sorry about that. 3 seconds to go. Win
we'll
a draw. Face-off to the corner.
Off the face-off near side, Gonrowski. That is it. Final buzzer. Stevens Point wins the WIAC. And with it comes an NCAA tournament bid.
Yeah, absolutely, Tommy. What a good effort by the Pointers tonight as they answered the biggest push of the night by UW-Eau Claire in the second period. They tallied 3 times going away, and it's a 5-1 win by the Pointers. They'll move on to the NCAA tournament and figure out their fate come Monday morning.
What a night.
What a night. What a crowd. And maybe you get another chance to do this one more time in a couple weeks.
Yeah. We will see. All right, it's gone final in Duluth. Augsburg gets the road win. 4-1 over St. Scholastica, so they are in. So your automatic bid team, Sean, are Stevens Point, Augsburg, Adrian, Endicott, Hobart, Plymouth State, Plattsburgh, Utica, the NESCAC winner, and 3 at-large bids. We'll see. All right, they will shake hands here. They'll present the Commissioner's Cup. And then Stevens Point is off to the NCAA tournament. We'll take a break, come back with our post-game show. Coming up, Stevens Point wins it 5-1 here on the Pointer Sports Network. Len Dudas Motors is your trusted Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealership in Stevens Point. Check out their large selection of new and used vehicles, or come in for a test drive. Ask questions about your financing, browse their inventory, or schedule the service you need to keep your vehicle running for years to come. From the time you enter the showroom, you can expect to be treated like family each and every visit. Len Dudas Motors, 3305 Main Street, Stevens Point.
In guys' hair, game day is every day. That's why the expert stylist at Sport Clips Haircuts study their playbooks with a fine-toothed comb.
Taylor, square face, wavy hair. What's the play?
1/8 inch mid-fade to 1 inch texture top with finishing details with a hard part and a tapered neckline, coach.
Nice! The Sport Clips stylist, they know no 2 guys are ever alike, unless they're twins. Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Show off your Pointer pride with the Affinity Debit Card exclusively from U.S. Bank. The Affinity Debit Card isn't just for students. Parents, alumni, faculty, and other fans can show their spirit too. Visit usbank.com/UWSP to get your Pointer Affinity Debit Card today. Or visit the campus branch location in the Dreyfus University Center Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. U.S. Bank, the official banking partner of UW Stevens Point. right, back here at KB Willett Arena, they have just handed the Commissioner's Cup to Pointers captain Jordan Fader, who's taken a couple of strides toward the student section. So, Sean, for Stevens Point, it is their 4th tournament championship. They had lost 3 in a row.
Yes. Yeah.
So, sweet revenge here. They will get it. They will come in. I'll tell you what, Sean, Stevens Point, maybe arguably playing their best hockey of the year down the stretch here.
Right at the right time, Tom. You go back to that final weekend of the regular season, or the final home weekend of the regular season, and you lose a shootout game to Northland. You come back the next night, you play awfully well, you up the ante and go all in at Superior, and they haven't looked back. They are winners of 6 in a row now, and they will be going to the NCAA tournament to be determined Monday morning, right? 9 o'clock?
Monday
Central
morning,
time?
9 o'clock, I believe, at ncaa.com. So the Pointers are going to gather here and take a nice team photo as the champions of the WIAC. But, man, Sean, it is just what a relief to know that you're in the NCAA tournament, right?
Yeah, 100%, Tom. We've talked about it at length. It's just like in the past, even if you won this game, you would be on pins and needles.
Yeah.
Okay, well, maybe they're in, and
there we go. So they are gathering up here, and a couple more weeks worth of work to do here as we are, let's see here. You all strapped in there, partner?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Pointers coach Tyler Krieger. Congratulations, my friend.
Thanks,
It's a hell of an effort by your fellas here tonight.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, that was came out to get a goal in the first, minute and a half on that face-off play. Something we worked on, tuned on, and, get 2 goals up right away. And I think that 4th goal was big. We talked between the first and the second of, no matter what, the 2-0 game here, that 4th goal is big. If we get the 3rd one, great. It's even longer of a stretch for them, but 2-1. That's where the game is, and to keep that 2-goal lead, I think was huge going into that 3rd period there.
I think if you really chalk this up, great start, great answer, and great goaltending down the stretch here got you this championship.
Yeah, I mean they pushed in the 2nd period. It was a little bit here and there. We controlled it. It was great. We killed the penalties we needed to kill. Wags was Wags and net, made some big ones down the stretch. Got goals from Harry and Mo to start the period off there. That's good.
You got the balanced scoring coach as well. It just guys that haven't been able to tally, but been right there, were able to tally in this game.
Yeah, I mean it's been coming. Lately Blues line's been scoring for us, and they got a goal tonight, make it in the 3rd. But everyone 4 lines, we're rolling. The 3rd period there, they're trying to short shift it 2 lines. We're rolling 4. It's gonna. Heck of an effort, man. This group of juniors that came in during COVID, this is what they came here for, and it's been a long journey to get here. 3 more games. 3 more games, we're national champions. I mean, that's what they came here for. It's what they signed up for, and we are rolling at the right time.
How does it feel to go home from here tonight knowing that you don't have an abacus, you don't have to have somebody crunching numbers or praying whatever may happen tomorrow? I just think that's changed this whole season down the stretch. I thought the hockey was better. Everybody knew what they had to play for, and your guys played their best hockey knowing that.
Yeah, I mean, differently last year, you can get hot towards the end of the year. You kind of have the little lulls in December or January, have injuries here and there, and it gives you a second chance to get things together. After that Northland series, I thought we really had some good discussions, and we're on the right page, everybody, and it's lethal. It's fun to be a part of right now. It was a fun Saturday night here at the Willett.
Yeah, so the road ahead here is Monday morning, 9 a.m. You'll find out a couple of possible scenarios. You could play here a week from tonight in a first-round game. You could get a bye, go right to the quarterfinals. Who cares, and who cares who you play, right?
Yeah, at this point, we don't care. We're nowhere in, so we did our job.
That's it.
Whoever's up next, anytime, anybody, anywhere.
All right, Coach, appreciate it. Can't wait to see you in either a week or 2. Who cares?
Yeah, who cares?
All right, congratulations here. Appreciate it. Pointers coach Tyler Krieger joining us here is Stevens Point champions of the WIAC and 16th NCAA appearance for the Pointers here tonight. Sean Eau Claire, a good push in the 3rd period. They ended up outshooting the Pointers 15-6 in the 3rd period and 25-23 for the game. But boy, burying chances, I think, was the other thing we did not talk to Coach Krieger about here. They really buried them when they had the chance.
Oh, absolutely.
To do it. Harrison Stewart got things on the board. Minute 15 in, his second of the year from Andrew Pulias. 1-0 Stevens Point. 4:19 of the first, Isaac Moberg from Cody O'Moline and Mick Hennigan. Made it 2-0 Stevens Point after one. Eau Claire tried to get back in it. Quinn Green, his 14th of the year from Connor Schmuel and Jack Johnston. But the Pointers with a big answer at the 18:29 mark. Fletcher Anderson, physical play along the boards, brought it up the right wing and made a move to get free, slid it to Dawson Chirino, his 7th of the year. McHennigan also an assist at 8:29. And then the really, really, really big one, Brett Humberstone.
Out of nowhere.
A minute into the second period from Andrew Pulias and Dawson Chirino. Made it 4-1, and then Jordan Fader seals the deal. Skyward power play goal for the Pointers, his 4th of the year from Chirino and Humberstone. Stevens Point, a 5-1 win. They go 19-5-4, get their 4th WIAC tournament championship and 16th NCAA appearance in program history, and that feels awfully good, my friend.
Like $1 billion pounds have been lifted off this team's shoulder with getting this done. What a road the WIAC has been. But they went 12-2-1 in conference play. They showed it tonight, Tom. The class of the WIAC tonight, and congratulations to Coach Krieger, this Pointer team. They have gone through it here, and they have been rewarded with the conference championship and the automatic bid.
Max Guchar, 4 saves. Tell you what, he's got a bright future.
Oh, goodness.
For the Blue Golds. The freshman makes 18 saves here tonight, takes the loss. Blue Golds played 3 minutes and 2 seconds with an empty net. And didn't give it up an empty net goal. So who knows? Ryan Wagner really sharp in the third period. 15 third period saves to seal the deal. 24 saves for the Pointer super senior netminder to get the win. Eau Claire, boy, I tell you what, Pointers did a great job in the third period face-off wise too, as Eau Claire had won 58% of the face-offs, game total 51% now. So a nice job here by the Pointers here tonight. Power play, not much. Eau Claire 0 for 4 with 3 shots. Stevens Point sealed the deal at the end, 1 for 3 on the skyward power play with 2 shots credited. Stevens Point now 19-5-4. Eau Claire will finish the season at 18-9-1. You know, it'll be interesting to see here right now if things hold as the pairwise numbers go. It looks like Eau Claire might be the first team out.
Yes. Yep. Exactly.
So we'll see. They don't have the pairwise rankings on U.S. College Hockey Online have not been updated yet. So, we'll see if they drop, but it looks like the 3 at-large teams, would be Curry, would be the University of New England, and would be Norwich.
And both those teams lost in the semifinals last weekend, and we're kind of hoping for chalk, and they got that tonight. Yep. Besides the MIAC, which really that one was a one-bid league anyway, so the winner was going to get in. That really. If I'm a betting man, Tom, I would assume we would be here 2 weeks from tonight.
Hosting
in a quarterfinal.
Augsburg.
Yeah, hosting Augsburg in a quarterfinal game.
I'd be okay with that.
A one shot to the Final Four, why not?
We'll see. We'll take it. That's the road the Pointers have gotten in the past. You never know. Yep. So we will see. All right, we got to pick our Pointer Blue Line Club player of the game here, Sean. And I'm going to go Dawson Chirino, a 3-point night here, a goal, 2 assists. He was aggressive and did what he does best to wreak havoc out there as that line continues to hum along. And so Dawson Chirino here tonight is our Pointer Blue Line Club player of the game. All right, here's the deal. 9 a.m. on Monday, the brackets will come out. I'm told by Tim Bowen, the Assistant Athletic Director for Communications, that ticket information for wherever the Pointers are, if it's here at Willett Arena or on the road, will come out sometime later in the day or whatever it's going to be. I think part of it's going to depend on, if it's a bye and you have 2 weeks or a week or not. And I know there's been some e-ticket issues that they're hoping to get those bugs worked out as well. But we will see. Nonetheless, from whatever we know, Stevens Point in the NCAA tournament for the 16th time as champions of the WIAC.
Unreal. Great. It's great.
Back to the postseason, my friend. Never gets old.
Nope, it does not.
All right, so that's going to do it here tonight. Glad you're with us, and we're not done yet. NCAA tournament coming up here. Keep it to the social media channels and everything, wherever it is, whenever it is. We'll be there, and can't wait for it to be, hopefully,
it'll be right
here in another atmosphere like we had tonight Hey, hats off to 1,872 of the best fans in the country.
You got that right.
Sold out here tonight at KB Willard Arena. Once again, your final score here tonight. Stevens Point wins the WIAC back to the NCAA tournament. A 5-1 win over Eau Claire. For Sean McMahon, I'm Tom Weaver. We'll see you in the NCAA tournament on the Pointers Sports Network.
This has been UW Stevens Point Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network. Pointers Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network is brought to you by Marshfield Clinic Health System, Skyward, U.S. Bank, Century Insurance, Century World, PJ's Restaurant, Team Sherrill Companies, Subway, Stevens Point Brewery, General Beer, also by Papa John's, the National Guard, TDS Fiber, Buffalo Wild Wings, Lendunis Motors, Dunkin' Donuts and Baskin Robbins in Stevens Point, Sport Clips, Hilltop Pub and Grill, Auto Select, Pizza Range, Coca-Cola, and BSN Sports Under Armour. This broadcast is an exclusive presentation of UW Stevens Point Athletics. Join us again for Pointers Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network.